Hey, I'm back. Welcome back. Tell you, come back to my second live. Oh, shit.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, sorry. Let me hit this. Let me do this again. I always be forgetting doing that shit. Let me say, welcome back. To my second live, the Underrated After Night Grown Up Time Part 3. Make sure the bell is lit. Well, again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Like I said, make sure the bell is lit. Share this throughout social media. Share the stream out throughout social media. Also, check the description box of my links and also my hashtags, and also make sure we just finished doing man's talk. It was very encouraging, very engaging. Make sure you hit the likes on that. And also, I do have PayPal, also Super Chat. So if you want to donate, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right. So we're gonna wait for some more people to come in. What's going on, my brother? Again.
Man, I'm sitting here chilling, man. I'm chilling. Get me a late night snack in. I finished cooking, but I'm about to smash some of it, but we can still talk.
What you tell the people you smell what you smashing up.
Oh man, tonight I just made some turkey burgers.
Ooh, woo. Turkey burgers.
And some French fries.
Oh, French fries. I don't like you. You didn't give me that. Yo, turkey burgers is the bomb though.
Yeah, when you first eat turkey burgers, you know what I mean? It don't taste like a hamburger, but over time you acquire the taste for a turkey burger. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I had me a turkey burger last week, man. That shit was good in the mom. I had some turkey burger, some steak fries.
Yeah, you just gotta know how to make it taste right. That's all it is.
Right, exactly. Fact.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all much appreciated, man. Real talk.
Yes, it is. We really appreciate that. So we're waiting for some more people to come in. It looks like they filling up like 4. Already let them know I ain't gonna send out no invites. I'm not gonna send out no invites. It just comes straight through. Not gonna send an invite. I don't want them to send no invites. Yeah. And I got a surprise for the family too. So I'm gonna tell you about that. Yep. So what kind of work do you? No, I ain't gonna ask you that. I ain't gonna. We'll wait that. We wait that another time. So.
No, yeah.
Huh?
No, go ahead. What you going to say?
Where do you live at again?
I'm up in Rhode Island.
Hey, how long have you been in Rhode Island?
Man, I've been in Rhode Island for a few years now.
Damn.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be up here. It's all right. It's small, but I mean, it's what I like about up here is the black people. We pretty much we be on the same page, which is kind of different from like larger states and cities. Most of the black folks up here, we pretty much, we click. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I've been in Virginia for almost 7 years.
Yeah.
And it's a Commonwealth that's about, you know what I mean? And oh, welcome, Gloria Lisa Marie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Thank you for coming. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's going to be growing up tall.
Yeah, the darkness at the dark.
What you said?
I said this the darkness at the dark.
Yeah. This gonna be kind of strange. So you know what I mean. So I'm trying to be nice, but yeah. So Diane, Diane, Diane? Let me ask you a favor. Did you got your Google Hangout fixed? Oh, get out of here. You got somebody close to you telling it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I think I better back up and let Tony get it to Don. He's tired.
Yeah, I might have to put something together.
Yeah,
Okay.
gotta put something together. Gotta put something together, man. 45 minutes away, man. But I'm just letting you know if you get involved, that ain't my goddamn fault. Don't come to me.
Yeah, 45 minutes. That ain't nothing, man. Rhode Island's small.
Yeah, and then sometimes at 45 minutes, at 45 could be like 25 minutes. You know what I mean?
You feel me?
Yeah. Aha. Yeah. Oh, she's married. Oh, now you say you're married. Okay, I got it. We respect that.
Hey, it's all good. It's all love here. It's a family show anyway. It's all good.
Family show. Yeah, all right. So if you want to join the panel, Glamour, Lisa Marie, feel free. Just drop your email in the chat, copy it down. And I'll be more than happy to get you on. Oh, salute money. Oh, he's in there?
Yeah, I'm looking in the chat. It say Money Boy Films, London, Rose McQueen. I think that's Money Boys, right?
I don't know. We're gonna check it out right now, cause
No, they ain't the regular Money Boys. It's all love though.
It's all love, yeah, all right. But we don't like trolls up in this piece.
True.
Oh, that's your bro? We don't like trolls. All right. You good. Diane, you supposed to get that hook up, girl. Can't play on. Are you on the computer right now? Are you on the computer right now, Diane?
Make sure y'all smashing that like button on y'all way in too, as usual.
Smash the like button, y'all. Smash it. That'd be very much appreciated. Smash the like button. Oh, Nate. Uh-oh. How you feel, sis? How you doing? Tony. I'm asking for people, any new people that wants to get on the panel. Want to get on the panel, put your email in the chat, get you on.
Hey Naima. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. How you doing?
What you say? How you
No,
pronounce it?
I think Naima. I'm saying it wrong. I don't know.
Naima, if you want to get on the panel, let me know. You can put your email in the chat. Come on the panel. Now, this is grown up time. We make it on the way. Grown up, Naima, we gonna make it on the way. Before then, we had men's talk. Oh, it's being fixed. Okay. Naima, if you want to get on the panel, put your if you want to get on, you just put your email in the chat. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Tony. I'm like Tony be getting people with the Tony. Hey, that's my man. All right, then give me some time to copy it down, sis. Get a brother some time. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we like Naima. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I'm about to go copy. Make sure I copy her thing down.
Shout out to her too. She always supporting the brothers in like every stream that I go into, man. She be supporting like the manosphere. She supports everybody, man. That's what's
Yeah.
up, though. That's what's up. A woman that's supportive, that's a turn on.
Yes, it is. Let me say her name is Naimah, right?
Yeah, you said it right. Naimah. Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, you be ready Sunday? Okay. Okay, here you go. Type yours right now.
It's the underrated darkness at the dark. Don't be
Yeah.
scared. Don't be scared, y'all.
Don't be scared.
Yeah. We need some ladies on this panel too, for real, for real.
Yeah, man. Stop playing, yo. Yeah, see. And the brothers miss out a good conversation tonight, did they?
Man, yeah, we need more men to come to that men's panel, man. That's real talk. We need more men on that joint, man.
Okay. Naima, I just sent you the link.
Hey, JT, give me like 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Got you.
All right, bro.
All right. I just sent it to you, Naima. Just look for it. Oh, okay. 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 Hold on. Hold on, Naima. Hold on.
I'm back, JT.
Go right. You good?
Yeah. I'm back. I was just checking on something.
Okay.
Hey JT, Naima says she didn't get the link
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Okay.
I just sent it to her again. I think I missed two letters out. I think I
Okay.
got it. I think I got it. Then I'm gonna go back and send it I'm gonna send it in an email too.
All right. Yeah, so what's everybody getting into tonight? That's in the chat, man. What y'all up to?
Huh?
No, I was asking the chat what they getting into tonight.
Oh.
I mean, I know that they obviously they in the chat room with us, but just just asking what's going on.
Yeah, what's up with y'all? What y'all getting into? If it's something nice, let me know. I just want to peek. Let me stop. Yeah, Neymar, just watch out for it. I send it. Just watch out for it. Okay, I'm sending it. I just sent it. I'm gonna do it again. Send it again. There she is. Got it. Got it.
Hey
Close it up.
guys,
Wow.
Tony. Hey guys.
Wow.
Hey,
Hey.
what's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
On here in Philadelphia, Philly,
Oh,
Philly.
you in Philly?
I'm in Philly, Philly.
Oh, Philly. I got to travel up in Philly.
That's
Yeah.
close to my hometown. That's right up 95.
Yep, sure is. Right off 95.
Yeah.
Well, I'm formerly from New York, so I'm like, where I'm from, well, like 95, maybe like about an hour and a half away from 95.
Well, where I'm at in Rhode Island, I'm
Which
still off of
direction?
95. I'm
Huh?
still what you say, Naima?
Like, you know what I mean? Is it north,
Huh?
south? I don't know.
Can't hear you.
Wait, hold on. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I hear
Okay.
you.
I was saying you said 95. Is it north or south? Which direction are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Me go towards the south.
Tony, you're 95 south.
Yeah, I'm in Rhode Island. I got hit 95 South to get to Philly, Baltimore, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And where
I'm
you at,
from Baltimore.
underrated?
Huh?
Underrated, where you at?
I'm in Virginia, but but I'm from New York.
Okay. All right, that's all. That's still close, you know. I mean, close. Yeah, you guys still kind of up this way.
Yeah. I need, yeah, maybe I need to travel up the line. Tony, I should travel 95, right?
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because on Ren's panel, she was talking about doing she had Obsidian on there, And basically she was saying like, okay, we should do some kind of meetup. So I think I want to start a meetup group, maybe for the YouTubers, and maybe anybody that's in the tri-state area. We can kind of like get together, either, we can do whatever, have fun, meet up, drink, play spades. Most of us, I think,
I can't play no cards, so that's out.
okay, you're not play cards. But basically what I'm trying to say is, let's all meet up. Let's get something going, as opposed to always having this beef with each other. Okay, let's get together on some real positive, and let's make a real change. Whether we just get together, um, you know, get together with the minds, and let's talk about some things. Let's not. I think it's too much back and forth, too much arguing. It's okay to have a different opinion. We can agree to disagree, but let's not keep that beef going. Let's agree to disagree, and then the next day we okay with each other. Let's not have this beef going and going and going. It's no way. Like, we
But
all black, and we all, to me, I love my black people. I don't care what you guys say. All this, I don't swirl, none of that swirling stuff going on over here. So I love my people, and for it to be a real change, we need both parties, the young, the old. We come, we learn, we grow, we build.
yeah, but can I say something?
Yeah,
There's some cannot be reached.
no, for sure.
And so for me, it's like I don't mind doing that, but I'd rather be around people that respect my existence.
But I
Cause
think those people who want to do that, they will come anyway. The people who don't, they won't show. They're not. They're going to be in the workforce, a no call, no show. They're going to be a no call, no show.
yeah, I'm just saying this, that I'm in my life right now that I do have a choice, and I feel I have a right to exercise the choice. And don't get me wrong, everything that you said, I'm with you. You hear what I'm saying? But I say this: there's some do not want to be reached. There are some that they in association with these people, and they not speaking up and everything. And to me, I don't even bother. But hey, yeah, I feel like this, that hey, why not? I think that because I know she stays. I know somebody I know that they doing it too. I forgot what, but
Yeah, DS1, he trying to set up a trip down south
right, yeah,
in
yeah,
Georgia.
that's what I'm talking about. Right. So
He
he,
said,
he so he's doing. Oh, she backed door. She come on. Oh, no. Come back. Let me stop. You gotta come back. Yeah, but it's true. But we should have do more than that. You know what I mean? Oh, there she
yeah,
is.
yeah, I think that's a good idea what Naima came up with, though. That's a
Yeah,
good one. Whoever
yes,
want to link up and want to talk about the issues in the community, we should get
yeah.
together and
Well,
do that, though.
yeah,
That's a good idea.
that's a good idea. And then tell a little something about yourself.
Well, me, I'm an old lady. I'm 40, so I'm an old lady over here.
40, 40.
Yeah,
You old.
I'm old, but
That's not old.
I like cougars.
no, no, 40. 40. 40 is 40 is there.
40 is not old.
But
40, that's a good age.
no,
Right.
honestly, 40 is definitely a good age, because honestly, like, I've never, in my 20s and 30s, it's nothing like really hitting that 40 mark for you to understand, to live life, do what you want. It's a different feeling when you get to 40. And people say that as they grow older, 40, 50, there's different levels. And as you grow older, you hit those milestones, you hit those milestones. And I'm telling you, life does not get worse for you. Life gets better. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you this, I'm serious. Life gets better. When you're young, you're trying to find your way, you're trying to get your money together, get your family, whatever you're trying to do. You're finding your way through life. And it's only when you get older that you come to peace with life, with your knowledge, with your accomplishments, and those things that as you grow older, you appreciate life more. When you're younger, you're just finding your way. You're just finding your way through life.
Yeah, I agree. 40 is like the pinnacle of you like reaching your maturity. I mean, I'm not 40, but I'm just saying that's usually the age where we pretty much understand life. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like like when you get older, there's not like I'm not mad at life. I'm happy. I get up. I'm happy with life. You know, I have two daughters. They're 6 and 8. I have two beautiful daughters. Um, so I feel you enjoy life, and I'm able to you know have my daughters, provide the life for them that I like to. Me and my ex-husband, we didn't work out. It is what it is. But you know, but I have my children. I'm raising them, teaching them,
Damn. Woo.
growing, progressing. Honestly, what is life really about? People have to understand. Life is about you learning, you growing, you procreating. Oh, hold on one second, guys.
So Tony, she like me, married and divorced.
Hey, she sound like she right up my alley for real, man.
Well, I step back again then. Okay.
you
So,
ain't got you ain't got to step back.
I step back. Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I feel like people kind of they get I don't know as if life like I said, you're only truly happy with life in your older age. In your older age, you become content with life in what you're building, the future you're building, what you're leaving, your legacy. All those things are very important. Um, so once that's being said, you build with your people, and you have some pride about yourself. And I think that with us, there's too much to me. There's too much beef between us. We have to stop that. And I know that everyone can't get along, and we have to leave some people behind. That's okay. But as a whole, we got to figure this thing out. And I think we can always turn it around because we are a great people. So don't never feel like you're undefeated because we can do what we want to do. Once we put our mind to it, we can do whatever we want because we are those kind of people. We are just that dope, that decent. So once we do that, don't ever feel as though we're undefeated. We would never be undefeated. Never, ever, 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 ever. So that's how I feel about. Hello.
Right here. You right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah. So I know, guys, I'm rambling on, whatever, but I don't want to be rambling on about these things. But to me, I feel like I feel proud. I feel blessed to be black. I love my black people, and I love being black. I love my blackness. I love my black children. I love my black ass hair. I love my black ass big ass lips, nose, whatever you want to say. That's black. That makes
Amen to that. Cause
that
we
makes me unique. Uh,
yeah.
more unique than any other race on this planet Earth. Come on now, no, you can't get no better than that. And you telling me I should be upset
Don't
about
do
myself,
that.
about this world? Are you crazy?
Exactly. Embrace your blackness, man. I feel the same way. I love my big lips. I love everything about myself. I love my people too, like you. Most definitely.
Yeah. So for me, I'm ranting on because I don't understand where we losing touch with to appreciate who we are. Why are we losing touch with that? Why? We want to praise up. Oh, this the Latina, this person, this white girl, this. Are you kidding me? I see them every day. What? You can't hold a candle to me, girl? Are you kidding me? Do you see who I am? This black woman? Are you serious? And that's my rant because I have to get that out because I just listen to people. I just listen, and I do not respond. But please understand who I am in this world and understand my position and understand that you fall underneath me.
Okay.
I know. I'm sorry.
No.
No, you good. She
No,
good.
you good. You good. Oh, Raining Woman, I send the link out to you. Just watch out for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on mute for a second. I gotta handle something, then I'll come back.
Okay.
Yeah, JT, I'm glad that she said everything that she just said, man. That everything Nyman said, that was real talk, man.
Yeah.
And she sound like a woman too. That's that's prideful in her people, and to me, she sound pretty level headed. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, I respect everything she just said because
Yeah, I
that's how I
do.
be feeling.
Yeah, but I think the one thing that I do want to touch on that we're gonna have fun, y'all. But I do want to touch on, but we still have to be choicey though, because not all of us ain't gonna be on the line.
Hey, I'm ready to get this conversation on with the Cuddy.
Yeah, I'm ready to change up. Your name, you say you might be stuck. You see, I can't be around you, Tony. You gonna get my ass in trouble, man.
You gonna get me in trouble.
Nah, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Nah, I'm saying it like that though. But
Yeah, once again, shout out to everybody coming through in the chat right now, man. Y'all much appreciated. Shout out to you, JT, too.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Got the underrated darkness at the dark. We need this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's very important though. But shout out to Loso. You miss man. Y'all miss a pretty good man's talk, did they?
Yeah, man. We talked about the things that men need to talk about. And then we talked about some, miscellaneous type stuff too, but it's all gravy though. That's what men's talk is all about though. Whatever come up under the sun that we think of, that's what we're gonna talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yup. Raining Woman, watch out for your link.
Yeah, shout out to Raining Woman too. Y'all need to subscribe to her channel, man. Yeah, Raining Woman, man. I like her channel.
Y'all been sending out your link. I'll be telling you, sometimes YouTube, not YouTube, damn. Google. I'll be sending it out.
Yeah, sometimes Google be on some BS, man. I noticed that. And on YouTube too, sometimes, man, like I said, you might subscribe to a channel, you might not get all the notifications, and then you gotta resubscribe sometimes, all types of stuff, man. It's crazy.
And then one time, it was a person came to the chat, right? I ain't know this person, and they was a mod.
Yeah, for real.
Yep, and I never seen this person. I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "No, who you? You came like what? It was a mod and everything."
God, that might be one of them bots.
Yeah, man. Like, nah, man, get up out this beat. Yeah. I ain't trying to start your. No, you got to go, homie. I don't know you like that.
Right. That's like somebody in the hood saying like, "Oh, what's up, JT? You know me from around the way." You'd be like,
Yeah, I don't know you, homie, and you have to catch a bad one, homie.
"You
Ain't
feel me?"
like that. Bro, you have to catch one, yo. What Raining Woman? What's good?
You was about to get these digital hands because I have been in BT 1000 mode all day. Like you can get these hands. Give me a reason. So I'm glad to send me the link so you have to get these hands.
I
Okay,
love to get them hands.
I take the hands, no
Yeah, I
doubt.
take the hands too.
I take the hands.
Oh, y'all want to pull my card? You want to pull my digital gangster card?
Yeah, I take those hands. Then the foot. I take the
That
hands.
ain't even
Then the foot.
right.
Yeah, yeah, talking about gangsters. You must have read my mind, Rainy. Yo, these people is want to be gangsters, yo, on here. Yo, you're not about that work, yo.
I'm about that work. I'm about
Yeah,
that
these
work
people,
today.
man,
I'm
you
telling
see,
you, I was about that work today. I'm like BT 1000 on his keyboard. You can get it. Give me a
oh,
reason.
what up, man? Thanks for coming. Yeah, no. See,
I
yo,
will. I
see,
will click, click, click up here. You will get
yeah,
all
but
these
you're
box
right. I'm saying,
emojis.
like, somebody asked me, like, yeah, I remember you underrated because, like I said, I went by another name. And I don't like to go back because that time, that was me and everything. And they said, they don't know. I said, we gonna keep it like they don't know. I said, yo, I'm trying to tell people, yo, y'all, you know, but like Tony Live talking like that because me and Rainy Woman, we Gemini, so you,
um,
you don't want to like test that side. No, it's not good. I'm just like, you know, I
man, I know all about Gemini's, man. I dated. You know
You
what's funny?
don't know about us, Geminis.
Hey,
You
Raining Woman.
lying. Stop
Hey,
lying. That is
I
not the
dated.
truth.
I
That is
dated
not
two
the
women.
truth. That is not the truth. That is
Hey,
not the truth.
I ain't gonna. I ain't
right.
gonna say all y'all the same, but I dated two Gemini's in the past, and like it so happened to be that both their birthdays was on the same day, and like they was both kind of similar. That's all I'm gonna say.
And you know who pop up in the building? Art must be
My
awesome.
twin. My
Hold
twin.
on, whoa.
My
You're claiming
twin.
twins and I'm not your twin. You throwing me away?
Oh, no, wait. See, you're a different kind of. You're my twin. No, there's two of me. Remember, it's two of me. There's two of you. There's two of me and two of
Hey,
you.
I ain't
So,
got straighten it
so
out now because I'm getting
yeah,
kind of a little jealous here.
I'm straightening it out. I'm straightening it out. I'm working on it. Hold on, give me a sec. I've got it worked out. I've got it worked out. So there's two of me and there's two of you. Okay, so far we're good. Okay, two of me, two of you. Where'd I go from here? Two of me, two of you. So you get to have one of me, and Art gets to have the other me. Yes, that's it. Yes, I see. There you go. Both is real, my twin.
Art my man though, but I wouldn't fight for that.
Art, the smooth operator, man. You
Yeah,
gotta
Art
respect
cool.
Art.
So I got to take Art on another level. It's like yo, Art, So Art,
Hey y'all.
no,
Hey
but Art,
everybody.
but all jokes aside, but I could tell you one thing about Art that, and I really appreciate this brother. He's one of the few brothers I'm talking about besides you that, and even, I can say Rainy Woman too, that y'all respect what I do, what I'm trying to do for our people, and they don't, I cannot say, and she stays sleep, and brother Rob and some of them too, but some the majority of them they don't, and I respect that. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I do.
Oh, well, we
Oh,
appreciate you. We appreciate you, JT.
all of me. Why not take all of me?
I'll take all of you. I'll take all of you.
Ooh, yeah, that's it. I know you coming with something. I know you gonna come with something. I just got to put it out there and that's it. That's it. That's all.
I have beef though. I have beef, y'all. I have beef. I'm
Be
telling y'all.
woo.
I tell you, I'm in BT. I'm telling you, I'm in BT 1000 mode. So my beef right now
Uh-oh.
is with Tony.
Oh,
It's with you,
Tony.
Tony Smith. I
what
have
I
beef with
do?
you.
What I do?
No, it's not what you did. It's what you didn't do. It's what
Oh.
you
Oh,
didn't do.
I like this. I like this. What didn't I do?
You have not joined my simp committee. I am putting together a simp team, and I need and I'm it's this is new. It's new, but I'm putting together a simp team, and you have not volunteered. Now, granted, you just heard about, but that's no excuse, no excuse at
Nah,
all.
ain't no simping over here, sweetheart. I'm a cool dude, but ain't no simping, baby.
You won't you what? See, I'm just you know
These are
what
some simping
you know
niggas.
what you know
They
what you
always
know
simping
what.
Hey,
You gonna
around.
get these hands. You
yeah.
gonna get these hands then. Hold on. I'm
Neither
finna
one,
type in your name right
neither
now.
one of
I'm
us,
finna
neither
type
one of
in your
us,
name.
we
You
don't
finna
want
type
to
in
be
your name
simping
right
no
now.
more.
You about to get all these hands.
Never
You think
learn
I'm
to
playing with you? You about
simp.
to get all these hands.
Yeah.
I'll take them
Aqua
hands. I'll
simping
take
me.
them.
Hey, I'm
I ain't
falling
playing with
in
you.
love. I'm falling in love with a simp.
Oh
Yo,
my God.
yo,
Sipping on Friday.
peoples. Yo, one time it was me, him, and Sade. That was one of the live that we stayed like close to 7 hours. Me and God made songs of simps. Oh, yo, we chased Sade out. We sorry. Oh, he made songs of simps. Oh, yo, that's class. If I ever find that, when I find that, when I start screaming, oh, I'm gonna put, oh, y'all gonna be crying. Y'all spit. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that tonight. I'm trying to tell you. It's gonna be because we gonna say the good old city.
Oh, when the simps come
Go
marching
marching
in.
in.
Oh,
Oh, when
when
the
the simps
simps go
come
marching
marching
in.
in.
Oh, the fool. Oh man.
I feel like sipping it up. Feel like sipping it up.
Ah, that was a good one.
Rock the Sims. Rock the Sims.
It's a million of it. Man, you got a whole bunch of stuff to choose from.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness, man.
Who is the man that takes all that crap from other chicks? Simp. You're damn right.
Damn right.
Who's the bad? Who's
Simps
the
is a
bad one
mother.
to shut your mouth?
Shut
I
your
know
mouth.
that Sim keep on talking.
Wait a minute. I have more beef now, but I have to address some more beef.
What beef now?
You're not gonna believe. I got beef for my twin, Art.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Let's say let's make some burger patties out of it. But what you got?
You know, you started something yesterday on my stream with the interview.
So you got some stalkers coming at you now?
No, I don't have stalkers. Not beyond the usual. But what had happened was it seemed that it seemed that the universe seemed to hear all of that, and then every panel I got on after that was like, we're talking about this. And then my pheromones just, my pheromones was like, hey, I said, I blame Art. I blame Art.
Well, now you're empowered even more.
I'm like, I can't go to the grocery store, no nothing right now.
Mm-hmm.
oh, you famous.
Ah,
Yep. You have the power. You have been
But
chosen.
I'm glad to see. Now, Tony, do you see how my twin here, he just took responsibility. He didn't give no flack. No, he didn't give any flack. He just took responsibility. He don't have to get these hands. He gets hearts now. You get hearts.
Oh wow.
oh wow.
Yo,
Oh
yo,
he
Raymond, where these hard hands come? Where these hard hands come from? I didn't.
Huh?
Where did these hard hands come from? What
Cause
up?
you told Harpo to beat me. All my life I had to fight.
he gets But Art get hearts. Art get hearts though. He get hearts and he get XOXO. He gets the XOXO, and Tony has to get the hand.
Mm.
Ooh.
That sounds nice to me. That sounds like a plan. I like hands.
Art, I got one for you. I got a song for you. La 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 la. I love
I
this. Oh,
love
Oh,
simps.
you're talking about simps?
yeah, we made some. Me and Art started songs about sips. It's great in his part too.
It's rain. Oh look, y'all! It's raining Sam.
It's raining simps.
Hey, Raina.
Hey,
Hallelujah.
Naima.
Hey, how's it going?
Is
Listen,
that the is that Philly's finest?
Yes. Nine. Yeah, nine.
says that. Art
Philly's
says that.
finest.
Yeah. So listen, the only thing about simps, unfortunately, simps will always seem to exist. There's no way around that.
It's a
Sorry.
I was
contrasting.
trying to
It's a
get my
contrasting.
own SIP committee. I was trying to get my own SIP committee, and
It's
so because I
yeah,
woke
simps
up
not
in
going
BT
anywhere.
one, I woke up in BT 1000 mode this morning. I was like, everybody can get these digital hands. Give me a reason. I will keyboard you to death today. Give me a reason. You will get
So
it.
you,
I
so you
will
gonna give him
get
the simp slap? The
Yeah.
simp slap.
Hey, raining night and something. What a
Raining
You
night is
can
simp.
you can
yeah.
improve yourself for sure.
Everybody
You
hates
can
the
do
simping. My sip, my sip, my sip, my sip.
Yeah.
In a simping.
All the fool.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
We gotta love this.
Sim tight,
I'm
sim
I'm
tight. Yeah, goodness.
Simp tight.
always cease to
This is
exist.
some good
There's no
vibes,
way around
man.
Sim
it.
I
tight.
love these good vibes, man.
Gosh, my car. All right.
Hey,
Oh, all right. All
Man.
right.
What's going on, sister?
It's funny when they
Y'all
say
didn't
that.
know it was me?
No, I didn't. I thought that was
Ah,
someone else was saying that. Hey, Art.
Art the man out there. Art the man. You know he ain't sim.
that's a smooth operator.
Word. Art the man. I'm trying to tell people.
If
Yo,
you see me
he's
in
a
person, he'll
smooth.
be he'll be he'll be simping.
The
Nah, he ain't.
pheromones,
Nah, ain't no.
Omar.
Yeah.
Hey,
Art,
Art be hanging with the women.
Yes.
And,
but
and,
Art won't tell y'all that. He won't tell y'all that.
Yo,
But I assure you.
you know, brothers, buzz, you know, other people be saying, yo, you got Raining Woman, you got Diamond, yo, you know, them brothers is crazy goose simping.
Yeah, the sisters like me for the right reasons. So they gonna grow. They gonna grow when they hang out with me. So that's
Hey, look,
Funny. Let me.
hey, look. Go ahead.
And I want to see that people say, "Oh, they talk about the guys. Oh, you choose this, you choose that." And honestly, it doesn't have anything to really to do with looks. You got to exclude when it comes to men. You can't really include looks in the scheme of things.
Wow.
Because depending on your age, I'll say that. When you're younger, yes, you may go for the looks when you're younger. So when you talk about looks, you have to look at the age demographic to determine what is that woman going for.
Well, okay.
yeah.
that's a good
Very
point.
internal.
And in my opinion,
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I be 53 and within a month and a half, and you know, some women like they say, oh, you too old. Well, you
What?
yeah. I told one time she had like missing teeth, but I didn't talk about her like that.
Yeah, because you
I
that's
said
know.
part of what I
I did
say.
not say that you couldn't whistle, you know, with Broom Hill. I didn't say that. I just talked to you know. Come on now, let's
So
not.
Tell me
to
that you
back
put a
up.
hammer at a chick with no teeth. Please no.
Oh, So you gotta
That was
remember,
out.
guys are more are seers and women are more feelers. That's the thing. So your
Oh
feeling
my
is more than
God.
is bigger than your seeing.
I
That's
feel like.
No, guys are seers. Guys are
oh
seers.
really?
Yes.
Explain that.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that when they see you, they look at your face, your body, your things that are attractive to you, your smile,
Uh
your
huh.
silhouette, your personality. You guys are physical with it all. You guys know that.
So what is that? Where's the feeling come from on that one?
The feeling comes from once you see what you see, and then you speak with the sister, and then you're like, oh wow, okay,
So what's the
you
leading?
know,
What is the leading element in this?
the look, the
The
look is
what?
what
Oh,
how she's
okay.
looking. Yeah, how she's looking will first attract you to her. How she's
Right.
looking will first give
That's
you
the first
that's the
element.
first draw in. Yeah, that's the draw in.
And then what's next?
Then the conversation. You kind of you guys do the once over like, oh, okay, I like her because you know she's cute. She has a cute smile.
So what does the
Whatever
conversation
attracts you.
feeds? What does it feed after that? When you because you already established the seeing part. So after the conversation, what does it feed?
Because then you go with the connection. Then you speak to her.
What makes a connection?
If she's interested in your conversation, and then you guys are connecting on the same. You having the conversation, and you guys are conversing back and forth, and you have that connection between each other.
I'm gonna empower you some more. What you're trying
Okay,
to say that you're connecting
touch
the
on
minds.
absolutely.
Okay. So now what's after the mind?
After the mind,
Hmm.
then you figure out how do you guys are you guys looking for the same things in each other if the interest is there. What are
So
you looking for?
so you say each other interest is there.
Hmm.
So would you go with that as far as a feel or an emotion, as far as that kind of goal between the two people?
Between the two people, I mean, once you okay, physically, whatever
Hmm.
attracted you to that person, because the attraction is different for every person. So once you find that attraction, whatever that may be, to that person,
Hmm.
and then you had your connection,
Connection.
verbally, or interest, the conversation may be good. So then you try to connect. You're right. You connecting intellectually. So
Hmm.
after that
And what's the
connection,
other part of connect? What's the other part? Is you said intellectual. That's still thinking. So what's the next? What's the third one?
connect to figure out if the person who you're connecting with, are you guys heading in the same direction
Yeah,
as
because
far
this
as
is your domain.
right? So you want to build. So you're like, okay, I like this person.
Okay,
I'm
you
attracted
skipped.
to her sexually, mentally.
Okay.
Can we build together?
Now, sexually, isn't that emotional?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
However you want to
So
put it.
what's after?
But
What's after the sex?
no. You're not having sex. You just
Okay.
connecting with them.
What's after the connection? What's after the intimacy?
Intimate, the physical intimacy or the
Hmm.
mental intimacy.
Well, the emotional intimacy. What's after that? You're gonna laugh after I tell you what you just did.
Okay, so all right, it's crazy. So okay, so once you have that um
Chemistry, which is
spiritual chemistry and all the different things,
uh
then you say
huh.
to yourself, okay, what do I want? Can this man provide me what I need for my life, for my existence? Or if I want to build with him, can he give me
Okay.
what I'm looking for?
Now
Whatever that
you're looking for
everybody wants something different.
so you're looking for a confirmation, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Did she get cut off? Are you
And
still
I
there?
mean, can you hear me?
Don't leave me. Okay. So
Can you hear
now
me,
what you
Ar?
this yes ma'am.
Okay.
I think you got cut off.
Okay.
Okay. So you're looking for a confirmation, correct? Wow. What happened? You there?
What's
Okay, are we going to assume that she said yes, people?
Yes.
Okay. So, are you listening, Philly's Finest? Are you listening?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, we can't hear you. You're getting cut off. I don't know what's happening. Okay, now we're breaking down seeing, thinking, emotion, and I guess confirmation would be truth, right? Or foundation. What you just broke down was fire, air, water, and earth.
Yep.
That's what I was trying to get you to pull. I was trying to pull that out of you. That's what makes us who we are as a people, whether you're alone or you with someone. Once you have those four elements that are working and clicking on all, all cylinders, you're good. You had that in you all the time. I'm just trying to pull it out of you so we can hear you explain it in your own way. Go. Yeah, I can hear you going in and out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's
Now we can hear
my
you.
connection is bad. So,
No, you made a connection with us, so we good.
Right.
well, the connection. Remember, we are black folks, so the connection is really there for us to be made anyway.
And what is mother? Mother is water, right?
Okay.
And our mothers connect us all, i.e., the motherland, right? And what's his name? DS1 says we gotta heal before we build.
Right.
Healing his mother. I didn't mean to go all deep. I'm trying to get y'all supposed to be laughing and stuff. Sorry about that.
Oh,
No,
hey,
no,
I
no.
like
hey,
that.
I don't want
AJ,
to. I don't want. I don't want to smoke. I want to smoke for the soda.
Right, I'm peeping the game, man. I'm just listening. I'm
Right.
listening.
To me, we don't go deep enough. We're too busy arguing about
No, no, no. We go deep on this. We no, 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 no. Let me change that. We do go deep on this channel.
underrated. I got you.
It gets deeper and deeper.
We go ahead. Deep, 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 deep.
Oh
I like
man.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about empowerment, y'all. I keep trying to tell you, it's about empowerment. You're supposed to out every
excuse
conversation
me,
we have with each other. You're supposed to walk with your chest out. Oh, go
excuse
ahead. I
me.
hear my twin come calling.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be disruptive, but Deanne would like to get on the panel, and so she's asking you a
I got
question.
it.
Oh, okay. Carry on, twin. I'll fall back.
Mm.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
love that voice, man. You gotta love that voice.
Steve,
Oh,
you still got them gangster hands waiting, raining woman.
What?
put
They
the
are ready,
put the paws of
baby.
justice. The paws of
You
Honey,
justice.
waited.
yes, honey, they are ready until I fall asleep. They are ready. What?
Yeah, ready. All
You want me
right.
to touch you? You want me to touch you? Do you need
Please,
me to? I
please,
will.
please, please, please. I've been waiting online for a long time. These days.
You
You
want
and
me?
Go
Naima can
ahead.
touch me. Y'all good.
Okay. All right. All right. You
Yeah,
can.
Y'all
Tony,
Okay.
Tony, I
Now
get
you
it back in
asked
the
for it.
line, but then you
You
had to
asked for it.
vocalize,
You
Tony.
asked
You know
for
what I
it.
mean?
I'm about to give it to you
Here
because you
for it.
asked for it. You asked for it. You about
Mm.
to.
Oh,
That's
Don't
what
play
I'm
with
talking
me.
about.
Do not play with
With the
me
school.
today. Do not play with me today. I am here for it. All of it. You will
Mm.
get that. You will get
oh,
that smoke.
Deanne, you have to put your email back in the chat because you took it out. I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
By the way, it's Oshun Day too, y'all. So give thanks. It's Pure
I
Feminine
definitely
Energy
give
Day.
that. Mm.
That's
It's
Okay.
what day
Sweet
is it?
water. Pure Feminine Day. Sweet water, Venus,
Oh Lord
Oshun.
God, I can't take no more.
Yep, that's the day of love. Taurus
the
and
day,
Libra.
the day of
Mm.
love. I like that.
I like
Yeah,
that
sweet
too.
things. Sweet. Most people want to eat their sweets on Fridays.
Yeah.
No, you sweet, you get cavities, and you get bad teeth and all of
Yeah,
that.
that's the
I
love and
want to keep my
trouble.
good. I got good teeth. I like to keep my good. I like to keep this nice smile of mine. So
Yeah, yeah. Keep it, please, please. Thumbs
That's
down.
right.
I know
That's
that's
right.
right.
Keep that nice smile. That's
Yeah,
right.
keep that nice smile, please, and come back.
If you got metal in your mouth, try to get that out as soon as possible, because that kind of leaks into your brain. You start getting little headaches and stuff like that. So try to get that replaced with porcelain as quick as you can.
That's
Y'all
good
hear that?
advice. Yeah, that
Y'all
was
Yeah,
good
hear that?
advice.
yeah,
Would you please check
Go
your
ahead,
your
Frankie.
your chat room, um, JT?
yeah. I got it.
No. Do you see my message to you? I get.
I can't read the chat. I gotta keep my eyes broke.
She want to give you them hands, JT.
You said after we love beautiful king.
Give you the fist of justice.
Six Figure Day just came in the room.
Peace,
Um,
six figures,
I,
peace.
I
Oh,
have
six
something to say.
figures.
Grandma is she's she's been here already. Hey, Grandma.
Grandma.
No, Grandma. Like
Grandma.
grandma.
Oh, grandma.
Oh,
Like
grandma. Oh,
yes,
grandma. Right. I'm sorry.
yes.
Grandma.
Excuse me.
Okay, smile for the camera.
We got Neymar. We got Grandma. And six figures. That's my twin right there. Six
Who?
figure day.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
No,
Now,
no, no,
now
no.
you see how
Excuse
I feel
me. No. Excuse
when
me.
you get half of me to art. I'm jealous.
Yes,
I
figured
will
in
not give half of you to
during
art.
the chat.
It's two of me. It's two of me. I gave one of me to you and one of me to art.
I'm
But
just
you didn't
messing with
tell.
you. I don't
No,
want. All right. I'm sorry. I'm
because
sorry.
you about to get all this smoke. I'm telling you, it ain't even. Nuh-uh.
Don't forget
Oh,
JT is sharing too.
Right. Hey. All right. All right.
I had to pull a
don't.
crew. I had to pull a crew reality on you.
All right. You slipping, man. You slipping.
Sharon is
Don't
Karen.
help him out. Don't
No,
help him
slip. No,
out.
slipping is not
Oh,
caring, yo.
no.
Um, yeah, I got you right now. I'm gonna put you on right now. Just be, patient. Dang,
I was trying to get to your Roy Ayers panel, but I was stuck on another one already.
bro. Okay.
I hung out with Roy Ayers,
Really?
and he was. You remember that chick from Spider Man with that gray patch in her afro?
Yeah.
What?
They were dating each other for a while. They were together when I was hanging with them. Hello.
Excuse me.
Really?
Yeah, jaws are dropping, huh? I hung out with him and Wayne Henderson at the same time.
You mean the one who used to be with the Crusaders?
Yes, sir. And Lonnie Liston Smith. All three of them.
What? That's
Mm.
Yes,
even
sir.
better.
Lonnie Liston Smith he turned out to be my fraternity brother.
What?
He went to Morgan State.
Oh,
Okay.
Morgan State. That's my neck of the woods in
Yep,
Baltimore.
sure
Yep.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a Hebrew Israelite.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Yeah, well, that was a pleasure, man. That's my favorite. Between him and George Duke, those are my two favorite jazz musicians.
Uh,
I mean, they both rock that Fender Rhodes to death. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to switch gears. Go ahead, brother.
no. That's all right. We're gonna switch back and everything.
Because we got the twin up in here cutting up. So let's keep her cutting up.
Yeah. Deanna, I send you the link. Watch out for it. Information man, shout out to you.
Peace information, man.
Yeah,
Peace.
Information Man was the first guy that got me on the panel,
Oh,
and
okay.
and Gab was on the same panel at the same time. It was him, Gab, Lions Den, Nicole Ali.
Yes.
I think it was another sister and J Dog. I think he had us all on the same panel. That's when I first got on the panel. So he kept me in the loop.
Hey, I'm glad you started joining
You
panels,
guys
Art,
hear
because you be kicking knowledge, man. I appreciate
Well,
it.
appreciate it being appreciated.
Yeah.
can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Okay, I was talking. I'm like, you guys couldn't hear me or whatever.
Oh no, we hear you
Yeah,
now.
Okay, all right.
yeah, that's Philly's finest is back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember Naima, when she first said hi to me, I think it was about like 3 months ago. Then all of a sudden, do she knows me? And then she said, hi, hello, hi, Underrated. I said, okay, hi. And I started seeing the stuff, okay. Yeah, I told me everybody started hollering, Naima, Naima. I said, let me stand back, and I don't want to be like, act like I be like, hogging simping.
Oh, you simping. You gon' somebody look, y'all, seriously. Seriously. I want my own simp team. So I don't know how it's I don't look, it's okay. Because I I I I think that our simps are under promoted. And my simp team will be promoted. I will promote the hell out of my simp team. So, Tony, I'm gonna give you another opportunity. I'm gonna give you another opportunity to step up and join my simp security.
So, so
It's
who's gonna be simp of the year?
Was it? We have.
not me.
Not me.
Man, I was simp of the year. Those are the good old days. They ain't got nothing on my simping, man.
If
Can,
I,
I
can,
wanna,
can I
if
tell
I
you
wanna
guys?
be a sim,
Can I tell you
let me be
guys
the best I
what I
am.
don't like?
I'll be a simp for 40 years. If
And
I just wanna be the simp, it's a
underrated.
wonderful world.
Can I
what you
tell
don't
you
like?
what I
What you
don't
don't like,
like?
Naima? Go ahead.
Let me tell you what I don't like. What I don't like. When I'm hearing conversations between black men and black women. To me, what I don't like, I don't like when we try to push other races of people other than ourselves. I don't truly think that people understand what does that do to black folks.
Hmm?
So that's been on my mind. I'm gonna be
I
honest with
pass.
you guys. That's been on my mind because at the end of the day, I don't want to hear about, and I'm a black woman, so I'm talking to black men. Black men say, oh, well, black women, you're not feminine enough. You guys are, angry, all these different things. So we're over here with Becky and
Oh,
Rosa. So one thing I don't like about that, because I feel as though that once we get to talking about us as a people or accomplishments, what we need to do and build, we are great people. Don't put nobody above us. For me, I would never put any race of people above the black man, for no reasons whatsoever. Even if I had a bad experience with a black man, it's just not what I'm going to do. And I think that we're lost in that sense. We're thinking that we're hurting that black person by putting that other race of people before us, and you cannot do that. And especially for me, it don't bother me. It doesn't, because to me, I think very highly of myself. I have black beautiful daughters. So, I mean, like I said, you can't mess with this ego of mine right here. I'm all the way up here with it. Okay.
Can
So,
I say something? That go ahead. Go ahead.
okay. So I feel as though that we have to come off of that. And I know that men are hurt. They're hurt by women, but we got to pull back off of that. Oh, well, you're not like Becky. You're not like Rosa. Because they would never be a black woman by no stretch of the imagination. So don't pull that card with us, because we have to build our community to, for us to, to have something here. So let's work on that. And I think that fight, that tug of war between black men and black women, it has to we have to halt at one point. And really take a good look at each other and say, okay, we effed up. Okay, we effed up here. Okay, so what's the plan? What are our end games moving forward? Okay, because we can talk about this until we're blue in the face. We could talk about this all day long, but honestly, what now we're trying to figure out what's the action. We done talked
Well,
about it all day, every day. We argued about it, we fought about it, we laughed about it. What is our end game? Because
let me break it down.
we have to
Wait,
move from this space. Yes,
wait,
break it down. I'm
Go,
listening. Break it
go
down.
ahead.
wait,
All right, go ahead.
wait.
Yeah.
Would you like me
Uh,
to give somebody these digital hands for this for this Naima?
See, they
Because
point him out to me. Point him out to me.
they can get it. I mean, they can get it. I will. I'm telling. I'm keyboard gangster right now. Who I need to get these digital hands to, Naima?
Internet
Um,
thugging.
are you
So
talking
let
about
me
in the
break
chat?
this
I don't know.
down a little
I'm not
bit.
in the chat right now. Who's in the chat?
Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? The truth is me. Okay, I can't get Loso. I'm a simping for Loso. We can't. It can't be Loso. Okay, dang. I don't want. Oh, who in the chat? Tony Smith. Tony Smith. I already. You know what? Tony Smith can get these hands again.
Hey, I'll take them hands any day. I'll
Oh,
take Naima hands too.
No, go ahead. But no, Tony, go ahead. I'm listening to you. I listen
Oh,
to my brothers. When you have your wisdom and you want to, you want to give that knowledge.
yeah.
I'll listen. I'm
Uh,
listening.
um,
Tell me something.
JT, what I want to say to Naima is that I agree on her being disappointed on men, wanting to go to other races of women because they're disappointed in the black woman or whatnot. But you gotta remember, some of the men out here, they weren't raised with knowledge of self and black pride. That's what I pretty much wanted to say to you. So, some guys, man, they
but
when they get tired of the black woman, they don't think about like sticking with another black woman. You know what I
yeah,
mean? They want to go over to the other races because they wasn't their parents didn't instill that black pride in them to always, be black first or whatnot. That's what I wanted to say.
but
let me break it down if I can.
Break it down.
Unless
All right.
y'all want to go ahead.
Yeah, all
yeah,
right, go ahead. Go.
Break it down. All right.
before you say all that, I said to Naima that I understand what you're saying, but it's got to go both ways.
Okay.
It has to be both ways. So if we're going to have this conversation, and everything you're saying is correct, I'm not saying it is. Let it be both ways,
Yeah. Of
and
course.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, we hear this sentiment quite a bit from both sides, right? But, when he bring up all these different nationalities and he start hooking up with, I just talk with the brothers. They hook with the brothers. They're pretty much absolve all the struggles that we had to go through as black men and black women. So they get to remove themselves from the experience and try to get to know what their man has went through. So they don't have much that they have to contend with. You know, I mean, nobody can really compare their struggle with ours. So that's why they're able to say, "Oh, she's not doing it. I guess I'll do it." That kind of thing. They're emotionally detached from slavery and all that kind of stuff. So, matter of fact, I got some of this stuff from Bobby Hemmett where they don't have a sense of urgency. They're not really beholding to the powers that be as far as how they did all the damage to us in slavery. They got some other kind of damage, but it's not the same damage as us, including white chicks. White chicks, they know they can come in and be the free. I call them the free agents, by the way. They can be the free agent where they don't have to do all that stuff that we expect sisters to do. They just do it just like whatever. So, but they already know in the back of their mind if they're mad at you, all they got to do is say what rape, he beat me, whatever it is, you gone, you gone. So they have that in the back of their mind. That's why they do things with so much confidence. But unfortunately, like Tony was saying, when a lot of brothers don't have knowledge of self, then they just go ahead and go with the stereotype. You have to ask a lot of brothers that have non-black spouses or girlfriends, whatever, if you took away the the anything that has something to do with the ADOS, where you're able to be, you change your name to Shabuka or something. You took away the Johnson and the Williams, anything that ties you with America and the stereotypes. Would these non-black women go for you? Most of the time, they wouldn't, because they get with you because they think you good in bed, or you can dance or sing or do a funny joke, or they remind you of some kind of black celebrity. So that's why I'm saying knowledge of self. If you have knowledge of self, then basically you get to figure out who's for you and who's against you. The part that I think that the sisters miss out on is that if you're able to see what other people are doing, not to say that they're doing it better. I'm not saying it at all. Because if you go to a lot of these different countries and how they get down, most of the time, even in the midst of their worst times, they still leave room for reconciliation. This is something that we haven't really got to since slavery. We try, but at the same time, that stuff is still chipping at our heels. We're still trying to find a way back to have the proper family that we need. So I always have kudos to these black couples that are staying in regardless of the struggle, because it ain't easy in this country. This country is designed to keep us apart. So I mean, for the sisters that are out there that really feel a certain way when they see these dudes uh, with somebody of another nationality, it's not completely. They probably say it's the sisters, but it's not really the sisters. It's the society that's painting a picture of one person over the next. So sometimes the guilt that they have, sometimes they're able to just take it out on the sister, you know. But you already know when the sister have everything intact and she got everything going, she gonna get a man regardless. So that's not a, that's not a big thing, because when sisters really, like I said, like I really see it myself, when sisters got their mind together, they got everything going and stuff like that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's why I laugh when they keep painting a lot of sisters with a broad stroke, because you ain't really you ain't really criticizing the sister. You're really criticizing what the system put the sisters in, what position they put them in. Y'all need to study Roots 1, 2, and 3 at least.
Yeah.
Roots 1, 2, and 3. That's like the whole breakdown of the whole Black YouTube right now. I'm all the way from Kizzy, Kuta Kinte, all these people. Hell, even Chicken George. So let's say Roots 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm sorry, I'm getting my long wind on. I'm sorry, you guys. But did I clear up a little things, or gave another perspective to look at?
Absolutely, always.
You explained
Yeah,
that perfectly.
yeah. I
Yes.
don't want I don't want sisters to feel like they're just like Lord and scum and all that. No, you just a victim, just like brothers are victims of this whole structure of the powers that be. We're if since we're taken away from who we are, what makes you think it's not going to affect us coming together? It's like two babies trying to cross the street. We're lucky if we made it across together. Think about some of us have uncles and aunts and cousins and parents that really had a lot of bad experiences together. Had a lot of bad experience, but people act like this is a normal thing. I mean, maybe if it is, but it's not natural. You know, so just keep that in mind. Whatever you are going through that you hear, because always consider there's a story about a donkey and the whale. I heard that before when everybody was trying to stone the donkey because they didn't like it, and he went down in the well and they couldn't see him, but they kept throwing stones at it, but the stones was not hitting the donkey. But later on, when the stones was like they were built so high, after everybody left, they got tired of throwing stones at him. He saw that they were gone, and he just used the stones that they threw at him and stepped out of the well and got away free. So sometimes the stones that's thrown at you, you can use that as something to get out of your situation. You can better yourself. You can study things. Things are not. I would say this: the stuff that say for example, if something is considered black female effery, right? You don't have to sit there and say, "Yeah, that's right." So what? No, just take notes, figure out what's being said, evaluate, and make sure you're greater than anything that someone ever said. And it's not just because they said it; it's to make sure that basically is letting you know that that's not you, and you're going to make sure you confirm that it's not you. And basically you're not doing it for them, because basically if someone is calling that whole black female effery, it ain't like you're gonna change yourself to the better and get with that guy. I mean, have you seen that before? Well, black women ain't this, black women ain't that. Well, I got lots of money, but now you gonna tell me that a sister that got kind of hurt by that, got herself together and then got with that guy? No, you doing this to make sure you're the best person that you can be, because basically when you're that, then you attract the best people right in your circle, in your space, in your life. Hope I don't sound like that little get rich guru guys. Love. No, but you gotta make sure that you are. I would just say you're the best for you first. It starts with you first, and you don't have to be shamed or be to be selfish or anything like that. If you're not taking care of you first, how are you gonna take care of somebody else? You gotta take care of you,
Yeah.
and I'm not talking about cosmetics and all that. I'm talking about you supposed to feel good to get up in the morning and jump up and down and laugh, and your hair stuff is nice and healthy. Your skin is nice and healthy. You can breathe well. I mean, you got all those things, and it has nothing to do with cosmetics. It has something to do with feeling good inside and out. You attract them kind of people.
Welcome, welcome,
Trust me, I've seen it.
welcome, Deanne.
Yeah, I've seen
She
it.
finally made it. Hi,
Yeah,
Deanne. I thought I saw someone else.
yeah, that's Deanna. Heard me. Hi, Deanna.
So, what's you guys take on that?
Can y'all hear me? Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Where you
Well,
on?
we see you in the dark,
Okay, y'all
and
can
we hear
see. Okay, well,
and we
hell, I'm
hear your
here then.
voice. We hear your
Yeah, we can
voice.
hear you.
There you are. Yes.
I'm learning,
I
y'all.
can't
I'm
even see. I'm
learning.
here driving. Okay, let me see here. So, what's you guys take?
My take on it at this time is this. I'm here this Saturday night trying to stay awake while I work and have fun, and
Uh,
I don't give two shits on a fly's ass.
Okay. Well,
can you see it that close? Bzzz. Paps, hey! I can narrate with the Bootsy voice. You slapped a fly in the booty, baby. You slapped a fly in the booty, baby. Yeah, yeah.
Ask me how I came up with that, but I have no idea. Two shits on a fly's ass.
That's Gemini language. That's Gemini language. You went way out there with that one.
I did. I really did.
So enough of my motivation. What else y'all want to talk about?
um, I that's let my mind already. Well, the ones who came in, the real Kilmer, thanks for coming. Um, Donna thanks for coming, and everybody else, thank you so much for showing up. But um, um, I could tell you like this that what I see in these YouTube streets, I mean, throughout social media, these YouTube streets, there is a shift of positively, but I feel it's not enough. I feel like us, we pushing it. I understand that, but it's gotta be there's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be ones that is not going to do not want that shift. And but the thing that what I see, you still got that socialized with that, and then it's like they got one foot in and one foot out. But when you say nah, but you socialize with no, I don't socialize. Yes, you are socializing with them. If you know, this is what I feel. See, I was raised this way. If you do something wrong, I learned from my parents. If you not want to check that person, you know I'm going to punish you because you let that person do what's wrong.
Mhm.
And it's all about accountability. And I find that there are some of us as a people in socialize with these people that I call the rotten seeds. They don't want to call them out, but they want to keep it going. So when some of us call it out and everything, we want to clap at them. No, you cannot have it two ways. The way I look at it like this: are you going to acknowledge what's the cancer is and talk and try to get that cancer out, or you want to be with it?
They want that solidarity. That's what it is.
Huh?
They're trying to do that whole solidarity thing.
Right,
You know.
exactly, and I call it toxic. And we'll go more on your point. I call it toxic solidarity. That's toxic.
That's true, but you know, a lot of these people they feed off of negativity, so they gonna want to hear anything but that. So a lot of people can't take uh sensible conversations and don't know how to act, when somebody trying to address them in a sensible way. They don't understand that. They understand negativity. That's just like if somebody always hollering, cutting up, cussing and going on. Then you try to have a civil conversation with them, and to you think you're getting through to them, but they gonna turn around 2 minutes later and be back on the negative shit. So some people, that's all they know to understand. So just like you tried to explain to them a nice way, but you're gonna have to go back and cuss their ass out for them to really get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just some people out here that just like that.
Yeah, they got to get out that spell. They're under a
Hmm.
spell,
Hmm.
and everybody got their own way that they get their spell broken. But it's a hard journey to travel,
Right, especially if there's not one that they want to do.
Yeah,
and you gotta have thick skin too to deal with it.
yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, I got the email. I mean, I got the PayPal account, also super chat. So if anybody wants to donate, feel free. If not, hit the like button. That's all right. Long as you do something.
Bolo, bolo.
Art, I have a question for you.
I didn't keep the baby. My car don't work, and I have no money.
No, hold on. Wah, wah,
Well,
wah.
what kind of purpose do you serve right now? You know what I'm saying? I can't. The hell?
No, I'm just messing with you. I got this
No,
problem. Uh-oh, keep the
my
baby.
my question is: have you seen our good brother Tony Garrison?
He changed his name.
Okay,
It has Shango in it. Some kind of Shango something. But he comes in different chats
okay,
because they shut down his station because a troll came in and put some kind of filthy stuff in his hangout, and he got
Uh,
flagged, and they took his channel down.
Whose
Wow.
channel? Whose
uh,
channel is that? Who channel is that? Oh,
That's Tony Garrison, the young scholar.
really?
That was like 3 weeks ago.
yeah,
Oh
I
wow.
remember he made that announcement because I was on the screen when he made that announcement, but I thought he would develop another channel under that name, and I just kind of been looking for. I'm like, I ain't seeing my Tony, because I get all these notifications. I'm like, I ain't seeing
Yeah,
my
because
Tony.
I was looking for him and everything. So, is he on another channel?
Yeah, but I know the name has Shango in it and some other name with it. And there's a painting of a Moorish, probably a Moorish chief.
Yeah, I got to get him, man. I got to get him. Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta subscribe to him again too.
yeah.
Damn.
You have to look because when I found it, I subscribed because Crew gave me the info. So I think he's just waiting to reboot and find ways to make his stuff ironclad. They were sure
Okay.
going after him like crazy. I'm like, dang, why
Yeah, they
him?
were.
That's why your mods gotta be on their job, when you got your live streams going on, man.
Exactly. Right. And then this is the thing that I have to learn too. When you gotta really handpick the mods, and the mods gotta know, like going by what you said, Tony. They gotta be ready.
Right.
They just cannot be being blue standstill. You gotta do.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for now what I'm doing right now, I look at what certain mods I do, and some of them I had to take out. If you're not participating, you supposed to protect that. You supposed to protect that topic or that conversation of that when the host is protected. Like you just cannot, and then you just cannot just be there just to be there and be contrary. You're not helping.
Exactly. I mod for like large channels, and
Hmm.
yeah, you got trolls that they'll type in like all types of stuff in the chat, man. They'll be like,
Yeah.
we hate America, like stuff like that. Like you gotta be on point with that, man. You got,
Yeah, and
it's
they
certain.
ignorant too, cause I had one to jump in mine talking about I'm white and it's black people in here. I'm like, really? You just ignorant as hell.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy, y'all? You get it seems like more racist people are surfacing in the gaming
yeah,
and YouTube.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
mean, than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And they're probably either white Latinos, white Asians, and white Arabs too. So I think it's a lot of these people that just have a very unexplained and toxic hate for black people from 2019.
Yeah, they
Mm.
been had it. They just not showing it, honey.
Some people haven't. I mean, a lot of people haven't even born, not even close to the civil rights era. You still hate black people. So that
Mm-hmm.
that should show you something right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All it's showing us is what they're being taught at home. What you
Mhm.
being taught at home is what you're gonna project out. Because
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
funny, I was associates with this Caucasian lady. And they used to come, her husband used to come over to my house and chill and talk to me and my husband. Well, one day her daughter came with her, and you know how kids talk. Kids gonna say whatever they hear their parents say. So she was like, "Yeah, ma, you remember you said Deanna's your nigga?" I'm like, "Hold up, really? You said that and I wasn't there?" Like, okay, that's how y'all operate. So, from then on, I ain't see him no more. But it just lets you know that what's being taught in their home, them kids gonna pick up everything, any and everything, and they're gonna mock what their parents do, and they're gonna say what their parents say. So all that
Yep.
stuff being taught, like you said, they weren't even born in that era. You would think that they wouldn't know anything about it, but
Hmm.
they know. They know more than you would think.
Exactly. And Dr. Francis Quest Wellesley, the part that's really key for those people out there that just got those inseparable white friends you just can't really part from. If you really want to know if they down with you, like she
Mm,
said, tell them to tell me what they say about black people when I'm not around,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
and
That's
real.
what
see
I
if they
said. I was
answer that
like,
question.
it's not even the point that you said it. It's how you say it. Like I never heard you
Mhm.
talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So I have friends that talk white friends that talk like that. So it wasn't no big thing. But like I said, I never heard her talk like that. So when her daughter came out with it, I'm like, oh really? Okay, I see where you coming from, man.
Yeah, these white people are real. Well, not just white, but Arabs, Asians, and some
Hmm.
Latinos. They're really obsessed with saying the N word, but they want to fight you when you give them their designated word.
Exactly.
They want to
Right.
fight you. I'm like, why is it okay to say the N word then?
Well,
Right. When you say quote unquote anti-Semitic type words and stuff, they hate it, man. But
Yeah, but they
that's
want to say N word all day,
yep.
especially MC Search and what's the other dude that's Jewish? I remember it was him. It was another guy that was really obsessed with saying the N word, and he was Jewish. It'll come to me. But yeah, they're obsessed with that stuff. So I just
Yeah.
think to the point to where you just gotta at least speak out on that. Like, man, that ain't cool.
but you know what I find out of some people, and I told my some of us that lost. We want to pick and choose who we catch to say the N word,
Hmm.
and I you know I used to be say that it's disturbing, but I found out that I throughout the years I get very agitated. I say why? Because you know what I'm talking about, and even Naima and Tony, you know what I'm talking about. 'Cause we come from big cities, so born and raised in New York, there's always racism at different levels. But at times it doesn't. The conversation doesn't cultivate only unless like if it's really happening. And so when people start saying the word, I'm talking about Jews now. When I remember one time I was playing basketball, and it was a little after my father had passed away. And I remember that's during the day that Nike was bigger, so they would go like different, they would come different parts of our community around the country. They was like sponsoring, tournaments. You just need to do just show up. So I was on the traveling team for New York City of that time. I didn't really get up playing time. I could have, but I was real on my father. And I remember when we played this team, I was like, when I was on the travel team. So he said, JT, you can start this team. He said, let's get this championship. I said, all right, cool. So we played, we blew them out and everything. And I said, yeah, I hate niggas. I said, so it was me and three other guys heard. I said, what you say? Some guy like me? I said, the same way they shake your hand, they call you as a nigga. So we just went off. And I remember they called the cops. Man, I said, you call the cops. I ain't afraid no cops. And they said, well, I said, they call us the N-word, throw water at us, spitting at us, and we supposed to take it. And I told my flip, I just, it was like, but the problem is that our people, we don't have these conversations. We don't have these conversations that really start happening. The good thing I did have these conversations. The good thing, the sad thing to say this, but I'm happy that I was raised in New York. I was happy because I know how to we know how to deal with certain things. But what Art was really talking about right now is a license. They always have a license to do it. It's just that certain ones at that time came. But now it's like they coming home. It's like, the militia is spreading out. Because the militia used to be like in the hillbillies and the boondocks and stuff. They only came out once in a while, but right now they want to come out. They want to say we have to do. They cut off our head, dismantle our bodies. And the media ain't gonna say nothing about it because they on this side. The airway, you gotta understand the airways that they control. And sometimes our people, I do talk about this at times on my channel, those who know, but some of us we don't want to have these conversations. We really don't, and we better have. I'm not saying all the time, but we better have these conversations often because they getting bolder. They getting bolder. I even seen this in Virginia one time. There was this guy saying, "Yeah," I said, "Yeah." Let me explain something to you. I'm 6'2". I'm almost 280. I got a little weight on you. I hit you. You gonna hurt. So you need to take that away, okay? I'm telling you once. And I get on you, that's it. And they getting bolder. So we gotta keep we gotta we have to do a better job to realize what's going on and stop like on certain days turn our heads. What do y'all think about that?
I think you're exactly right about it. If you're gonna say something about it, say something all the time and not half the time. You may as well.
Yeah, Mortal Technique. He broke that down too. Isn't Mortal Technique? Is he Cuban or Puerto Rican or he's Dominican? I forgot which one.
Immortal Technique is Peruvian Puerto Rican, sir.
So he was breaking down the N word on Sonetta's channel, and he was talking about how actually he talked about that like 2 or 3 times. He broke down the story when he was in jail. Somebody called him that, and he broke him down to size. So I'm telling you, uh, people gotta. Sometimes our misery makes people happy. Even our craziness, our drunkenness, makes people feel secure. Because you're looking at the 70s and the 80s, man. Try calling somebody the N word back then. Wow,
Mhm. Right.
that people were afraid. They even made comedies about that.
Mhm.
And then as soon as the '90s hit, it was like we're free now to say it, even though we have a word that's bad of our own. So my whole thing is that if you're okay with your word being called all through your culture, and then you want to use the N word, then I probably won't have too much to say about it. But if you want to just talk about the N word all day and smile and have fun with it and call me that when you're pissed off at me,
Hmm.
then but at the same time when I use your word, I mean you gotta know what that looked like.
Yeah.
But again, people are just sick. A lot of us are sick. A lot of us need some, what do you call it? We need some therapy. 'Cause I think a
That's
lot
true.
of therapy, yeah, a lot of our therapy is from the music, from the we do the emotional eating. We do a lot of weed, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. We do a lot of that stuff just to cope for whatever we don't even know that's bothering us. But we keep repeating the cycle and don't even want to talk about it. But
You
I'm
got
going
that
deeper.
right, but a lot of people swear they got so much sense to they don't need nobody, no help, but they don't think nobody can tell them nothing or talk to them. So you got to watch out for them too, because a lot of people that have problems is them the main ones that's gonna admit that they don't. I mean, excuse me, they're not the main ones that's not gonna admit that they actually have a problem. So they ain't gonna be up for nobody trying to talk to them, no matter how sick they are.
I got a problem.
Uh-oh. We took the fun out again, right?
Maybe
That's
Raining
my
Woman should give me
problem.
them hands.
Yes, I'm about to hand out some more hands, some more digital. About to hand out some more digital hands. I feel what everybody is saying though, and I co-sign what everybody is saying. I just don't give, like I said right now, two shits on a fly bag. Stop.
She's talking about flies' booties again. Super duper duper.
Hey,
It's Bootsy, baby.
Muhammad. Thank you, Muhammad. JT,
Thank
do
you
you see your
so
super
much.
chat?
Hey, what's going on, Muhammad? The one. So I'm like,
Yeah, I'm the one. You want to get on from the junior elder in our community.
Welcome. And welcome to the panel, Loso.
Yeah. Naima, what happened to you?
I'm just letting y'all talk. First of all, I want to say one time to Mr. JT for making this happen like he always does. My brother Tony, my brother Art, and all the beautiful queens that are in the panel. God bless y'all. I love
God
y'all.
bless you.
Thank
Please,
you.
I
Thank
just
you,
want
bro.
to. I just want to say this because me and JT really talk about this, and Muhammad's the one we talk about this. Let me tell y'all something. This based on a true story. About 2 years ago, I got stabbed in my face and in my throat 6 times. I almost died. It was from a brother that I trusted a lot. It was
Oh,
from a brother that I call my own brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm half Jamaican myself, and he's all the way Jamaican. This brother stabbed me 6 times
what?
because because so called he didn't like the way that his Jamaican family was treating me with the respect that I always give people. I ended up fighting him for like 35, 45 minutes. I didn't even know this man was stabbing me in my face until my manager,
Oh, Lord.
because I am a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in a record label called Big Head Records. It's a big Jamaican record label. And you know what I'm saying? I had to drive myself to the hospital and all that night. I almost died that night. I'm gonna tell y'all, son, we don't get this opportunity every day. I've been stabbed in my back 5 times. I've been jumped more than 37 times by different gangs. I've been shot 3 times. I still got a bullet on one of my butt cheeks. They can't take out that bullet. You understand? I done seen my first love down my eyes,
Lord.
and the list goes on and on and on. All I want to tell y'all, please listen to what the sisters are saying today, and please listen to the message that JT is always giving to our brothers and sisters. Yeah, we go through our times. Yeah, we got our bad times, but there's one sister. I don't know her name. She was in the panel. She said something that touched me. She said, to be able to understand each other, we got to stop the madness, we got to stop the bullshit, and we need to start communicating and build a chemistry within ourselves so we can have characteristics and we can have debates, but have debate in a very respectable way. You see, if nobody is willing to stand up and do what JT is doing, what I'm doing, and a lot of others are doing, like Muhammad's the one, my brother from a different mother, what's up, my G? You know what? We never gonna understand each other, and it's always gonna be us pointing the finger at each other. Look, we just lost Nipsey and the 3 brothers that was with him. On top of that, we keep losing brothers and sisters every day. Do you know that in Chicago alone, there's more murders than what it is in Iraq and Pakistan and Iran combined? But the United States don't talk about that. It's all about mind control. It's all about keeping you in a spot where you can never see the truth.
Exactly.
They always want to call us the animals, the monsters. But you know what? If it wasn't for black brothers and sisters, there would have never been no surgeon. There would have never been no doctor. There would have never been potato chips. There would have never been ships. There would have never been kings. There never would have been what we have today. So we need to honor our black brothers and sisters and stop hating on each other. I'm not really going to talk because I want the panel to talk. And most importantly, I learn from all of you. But if we don't stop this hate and we keep on throwing fingers at each other, JT is right. We're going to end up killing each other, killing our race, and killing our people. And who's the only people that we're going to blame? Ourselves. The white man is laughing. The white man is looking at us and saying, let them niggers keep doing what they doing. Let them continue killing each other because that's exactly what they want. You know what,
Uh-huh.
brothers and sisters? We need to stop the fucking bullshit and really tighten up. And look at me. I've been traveling through 7 states already. And you know what's the one thing that I keep seeing? Racism ain't never gonna go away. Never.
Exactly.
So
You
we
know,
as so hold on, let me I'm gonna finish
sorry,
right now.
sorry.
So at you see, I was walking with my son, JT, you know what I'm saying? You know, I've been with my son, you know what I'm saying, in the fam
Yeah,
for
yeah.
about 4 or 5 days. I've been traveling. Tomorrow's my birthday, you know. And every time somebody white sees me with my son, they look at me crazy. So you know, not to scare my son or not to put my son in danger. You know, I just give the face like if my son wasn't here, I'll bust you in your shit. I don't want my son to grow up like that, thinking that negative is the way to be. I don't know who used that term. I think it was Tony. They said that we as brothers and sisters, we see negativity and it makes us happy. You know what I'm saying? It's like you waiting on your brother and your sister's downfall to be happy for us. And every time we got something on going good, there's always somebody that wants to destroy it. So come on, man. Let's start listening to JT, to Sleep TV, to Gad Media Talk, and to everybody else that's really putting work out there. And JT, I love you, man. And thank you for doing what you do.
Oh yeah, and happy birthday to you. Don't think I don't know.
Oh, I know you know.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
see you like to sneak up in there, bro. That's all right though. Give
You
me
already know, J2. You already know, JT. You know I got your back, but I gotta have my sister's back too.
oh
Just
yeah,
like you
no
said,
doubt.
just like you said, JT. It takes two, not one. It takes two. So if we don't get together and really open up our eyes and see that there's sisters that are teaching brothers, let us learn from you. Let us understand you so you can understand us too. I don't want to hear, oh, we can't understand our women. Oh, we can't understand our brothers. You know why? Because we're letting other people and other race distract us and they're getting the best out of us. So I'm going to go ahead and let my brother Muhammad's the one talk. And brothers always an honor. And I love all of y'all in the panel.
Yeah, all right. Go so I'm hit you up later, all right? Through the email.
Say that again.
I'm hit you up through the email later on.
Okay, you already know, my brother. You already know.
Before Muhammad's the one get on, before I'm gonna read his super chat, I want each and every one to listen to the song "The Late Great Curtis Mayfield." He did a remake of that of his last LP, The New World Order, in '96. But his very first LP, Curtis, "We People, Darker Than Blue." I want y'all to hear that song because that is actually happening right now. And you know, the real kid was talking about colorism. That's a good point, on Queen. But I want you to listen to the song, and that's back in 1970. It's about 6 minutes and 50 some seconds left. But I want y'all to hear that and to understand we talking about 2019, and it seems like it ain't getting no better. But before I get to Muhammad, I want to read this and say, man, JT, I played at Ball for Curtis that I know is in Staten Island. We had to travel to play for Northern High School in Brooklyn. I nailed the last second buzzer beat to beat the whites around the school. And I know exactly what you're talking about because that's the same thing that happened to me. Go ahead, brother. Welcome.
Hey, salam alaikum to Art, brother Art,
Salam
Raining
alaikum,
Woman.
Black Pant.
How you doing, Raining Woman? And I'm not sure who's the other lady on the panel. I can't really see without my glasses. But hello, Queen. How are you? And Loso, happy born day to you, my brother. You know, and many more to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Shout out
thank
to the
you.
Aries. Shout out to the Aries.
Yeah, happy
yes,
birthday, bro.
yes,
Thank you,
yes,
thank you, thank you.
yes. And
Ogun. Ogun power.
that's right. That's right. Many more and be blessed, brother, because you're being blessed right now, you know? So
Yeah.
just be blessed, brother.
Thank you. I
Um,
appreciate it.
yeah, man. Like we went to play Canarsie, man. So I sunk a last second jump shot to beat them. Yo, they wouldn't even let us out the school, man, because they had the whole school surrounded these white boys, and they said, "We're gonna kill them niggas, we're gonna kill them niggas." And I'm like, "Oh, here we go." So I told my boys, I said, "Listen, man, y'all got your stuff on you." They had knives and stuff. They said, "Yeah." I said, "Look, they're gonna let us out the back door, and we just run. run to the train station. Everybody just got to go, man. We can't waste no time because we outnumbered, and we was outnumbered like about like 50 to like 10 dudes, man. We were like, damn. So it was like, okay, we could stave off some of them, but the rest of them, there was too many of them. And then the police would have came, try to arrest us. But I went through that racism thing early in the game in high school, especially out there in Staten Island too, where I'm from, because once you leave a certain point and you into the white neighborhoods, and like they try to integrate the school out there, because I had just transferred from my high school in Manhattan, and I wanted to go to Curtis, but they didn't let me go, so I had to go to this school called Newdorf High School, and there was 30 registered blacks going to that school as opposed to 3,000 or 4,000 whites. Let that sink in. So you talk about being outnumbered, and every day white boys would go around, hey nigga, what are you doing in our school? Hey nigga, what you doing here? So like, man, all it took was one time for me for a white boy to say that to me, and I cold cocked him, broke his jaw. I mean, they were gonna arrest me for that. They had to call my mom's up to the school and everything. So I told her what happened. So she was able to negotiate a transfer for me to get out of there to go to Curtis High School. But they were about to put me in jail. For assault and all of that. But you know, I went through all of that. That's why, in a way, when I hear these young dudes, use the word nigga, as their vocabulary, I kind of cringe, man, because we were called that name, and I understand people are using it as a term of endearment, but there's other things you could say, like, you know, that's the era I come from, but
Yeah,
that's about
yeah,
all.
yeah. Because like no more moms to one. You know that the neighbor. That's what people say. Yo, I know you. No, you don't know New York. You don't know LA and stuff like that. I'm talking about when we was coming up. Like I said, I came up along the times of Muhammad the one. He just older than me. Got about almost 10 years. So
Okay.
I can't. When I hear that word, it's popping. And and at the same time, you have to understand that people, see, that's what I'm saying, that people, like, I call that dirty racism. They know what you said, and they gonna, you have to react up a split second, because that half a second you don't react, you could be dead. And so understand that the emotions is there, but at the same time, you gotta keep it intact. It's all about survival.
Yeah.
And then people don't get, some of our people, we they don't get that. They don't, that's what I'm saying. When Muhammad was talking, I remember the times. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the first time. Like he's friends, it used to be like, it's like in your head, I hope I live to see my family. I
Right.
hope to see to get to that train station, that bus station, or walk away.
Right.
And so now, so when people like joke around, like, I be like, yo, I be going. You gotta be careful with Virginia, like certain parts of Virginia. You can't go. You can't even go to that town. And people joke around. No, that's not funny, because you go to certain towns. Some of them towns have bridges. They chop you up and throw you in the water, and that's it. You
you
know what
see,
I'm saying? So,
yeah, yeah.
and
You see
people
what
do
you
that.
see what happened to you seen what happened to those five activists from the Ferguson riots? All of
Mhm.
them ended up dead. All them brothers. You see, some were found chopped up in Missouri. The other ones were found hanging. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You know. And I know JT. I know you kind of remember. I don't know if you can remember the '74 riots in Park Hill in Staten Island.
Yes.
Well, I lived in Park Hill at that time, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, I was right in the middle of that. Okay, because how that started was one night a friend of mine, Randy Gray, because he was still going to Newdorf. So he came home from basketball practice and he stopped at a store in Concord, which was about a 10-minute walk from from where we live. He stopped off at the store. He came back. We looked at him. His eye was all swollen out, and we said, "Yo, who did that to you?" He said, "Them fucking white boys up there, man. Them white boys around where the store there." I said, "What?" So we got in the car, man, and we saw them in front of the store. We came out with bats and everything, and just batted them. Yo, I don't want to say what we did, but it was nasty. It was nasty. And
And
then that ensued the riots for like about the riots. That Park Hill riot lasted about 2 weeks. Yeah, it would be ghost. It would be ghost town by day, but when the night fall, it was on and rumble. It was rumble in the jungle. And I'm like, damn, man, it's so sad you had to go through that, but you know, but even up into the 90s, man, we was facing that. We was facing that. I know my nephew, he was a boxer then, and he was in the Golden Gloves, and he fought this. It was like the semifinals, one fight away from going to the championship at the Garden, Madison Square Garden, and he fought this white boy that was kind of his body, the top of his body was built and physique like he was taking steroids, but his legs were kind of like skinny. I said, "Yo, all you gotta do is just put your speed on him and just do what you gotta do, and just you'll get him." So he followed the game plan. Yo, he beat the white boy so bad that his corner had to wave the towel. Yeah, and the thing about that, before I went to before I was cheering, went to his corner to work with his coach, these white boys were saying, they were telling the white boy he was gonna fight, "Yo, beat that nigga, beat that nigga." And I'm looking at him, I'm listening to him. So I walked up to all of them. I said, "Yo, y'all got your man on this fight?" He said, "Yeah, yeah." I said, "How much y'all want to bet?" So I said, "Put your money down." I had one of my boys watch the money. I said, "Put it on the floor. I'll match whatever you guys. I'll match all y'all." So I matched $50 per 4 dudes. So I had my man watch it while I would go work my nephew's corner. After my nephew won that fight, I came right back and I said, "Give me my money, yo." And they looked at me and I said, "And that dude that you called nigga was my nephew, dude. So fix your mouth before I put some soap in it." They just looked at me and walked. And said, "Well, we'll see you outside." I said, "Well, be there waiting, because I got something for you too." So it was me, my brother-in-law, and two of my boys. I told them what was happening. We came out that gym because it was like in a Catholic church. We came out. We walked down because we had to walk far to get to the car. And I looked up and they were on the corner. And they were just there like, they just looked at us. They didn't say nothing. So I put my arms up like Ice Cube did in Boys in the Hood. Like, "What y'all want to do? We here because we ain't running."
Yeah.
We
I
ain't
got
running.
yeah. I got a
Yeah.
very important announcement to make. I just got confirmation from Tony that we will chop it up on the Dolphins Roundtable at 1 o'clock today, Eastern Time on my channel. So I want you to watch out for that.
Who, Tony?
Tony gonna chop it up on the Dolphins Roundtable, 1 o'clock today.
Okay. Okay.
So I want y'all to check that out. I will promote this in the morning. So I want y'all to try to get everybody up. I already got the confirmation for him. He gonna join. He gonna come to the Darkest Round Table, and then we gonna chop it up. There it is. Naima,
Cool.
a woman.
Big Rain woman she left the scene.
They left because everybody kept trying to get serious. She said she
Hey,
wanted
hey
to have some
guys.
fun.
Muhammad, did Muhammad leave? Hey, Muhammad.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
How you feel tonight?
I feel great.
Yeah, you been
Good.
quiet for a long time.
She
I
feels
know.
Good.
good. Da-na-na-na-na.
Good hearing your voice. Good hearing your voice.
Yeah, you guys were holding it. You guys were holding it down. So
No, no,
uh,
we want you. No, no, you come to chat. You gonna talk. When they ain't
no,
No, we want you to talk too,
yeah,
yo.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You cannot get on the panel and you're not talking. Now, your baby,
No.
your baby sitting
Uh,
now. No babysit.
uh.
We
Panel
we
Go
sit.
ahead. Go ahead, talk, sweetheart.
go ahead.
Hello? She muted
Naima,
herself. Naima, I think she muted herself. Unmute yourself, Naima. Did she hear us? She's on mute, JT. Tell her unmute herself.
unmute yourself, Naima. Or maybe she
Probably
won't.
taking care of some stuff at the house, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah.
So what's up, brother Art? How you been, brother?
I'm been and just had dinner with my dad, with the full family. I bring my family there. And right before I was gonna leave, it was a big old
Oh,
fight that broke out in the restaurant. Yeah,
Wow.
man. This
really?
waitress broke it up. This one waitress said, "You guys take that outside."
What?
Big
Oh
dudes
my
too.
God. Mm.
She had a
Wow.
soft voice for us, but she was like real hard at them. You guys took that outside.
Wow. Wow.
I
Wow.
was
I
hoping
know.
that somebody's gun didn't explode in their pocket or something.
Yeah.
Pow!
Be like a Plaxico Burris, right?
Exactly. Almost hit his nuts.
Right.
Oh, wow.
By that
Uh,
much. He lost some hair and a few body, but tissue or something.
right. Right. Wow. 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 How's your dad doing, man? Is he
And
all
he,
right?
yeah, he's doing fine. He wants to see the family together more.
Okay.
So I had to make that long drive.
Oh, he's in
Man,
California?
yeah, he's out there in the Inland Empire.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I had to come all the way from LA area. So imagine that traffic on Friday.
Oh yeah, imagine. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
And I
Yeah,
uh
yeah.
I was on Gab's panel on the way,
Right.
and I don't know what he tries to keep it peaceful, but man, it's the combination of people he invite. I'm like, oh shit.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, it's one of
so
those, huh?
yeah, so Grinch
Wow.
was he was tearing in some other dude. I forgot who it was. But yeah,
Wow.
we should get Grinch on JT's panel.
I think JT had him on before one time, right? JT?
No.
I thought you might have had him on one time before.
Oh, yeah, it
My
was
bad.
briefly. No, it was briefly.
Yeah, he's on this
Mm,
early. He's in his late 20s. So
right.
I like
Wow.
to go back and forth with him about philosophy and different things. Totally different
Right.
person. Totally different.
Right.
But
Right.
I know one thing. After what happened tonight, I see another roast coming.
Mm,
He's really
mm,
known for his roast.
Huh?
wow.
Really
Wow.
hard?
Huh?
I
hey
said, really?
guys,
Oh, she's back.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
We
she's
can
back.
hear
We
you.
were yeah, we were wondering what happened to you.
Yeah, we ain't heard you like in 3 hours.
I know. I know. I had to go. I had to go on mute real quick.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So what's happening? Talk up.
No, it's nothing much. I mean, I was listening to you guys. I said my piece. So
Mm.
So,
I
well,
was listening
we
to
want to
you
hear more of
guys.
your piece. We want to hear more. Yes, we do.
I can't hear you.
They said I said we want to hear more.
Who's that talking?
That's JT.
JT.
Oh,
That's The underrated one. The grinder.
The Grinder Reaper.
Oh,
The
right. You right. You right. The grinder reaper.
the
I
grinder
got that
reaper.
name.
Oh my god. I mean, you pretty much guys. I said, my piece in it all. I just think that um, I like these live streams that we're building is most important. I like the build.
Hmm.
I don't like the breakdown, but I love the build.
Right, right,
Yeah, when
right.
we trying to pick each other apart. I don't like that, and I'm okay with constructive criticism, but I don't like the when you try to pick a person apart to break them down.
True,
I
true,
don't like that,
true, true.
whether it comes from the man or the woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, true. I know. I was out. Let me see. I was out the other day. I came out to do something by my building, so I seen these two young female neighbors. So I said, where y'all going? Oh, we just going down here. Da, 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 da. I said, y'all are together, right? They said, yeah. I said, call more girlfriends so y'all can have a little crew to go with y'all. You know, just don't go there by yourselves. You know what I mean? Because now we got to protect our women too. Now, you understand? So, and if I see anybody I know they going by themselves somewhere, I say, yo, I'll go with you or whatever. If you want me to go with you, just to give you that protective. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many weird things happening nowadays. Yeah, too many weird things. And a lot of this, like, I think it was Art that said it. There's too many sick people out here too. You know,
Mhm.
too many sick people, man.
They ain't getting treated either. They think they're normal.
Yeah. Go ahead, Art.
They say they think they're normal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's hard to
yeah,
convince them. It's like if you're
yeah.
dumb, how would you know you're dumb?
Right.
True, true, true. Yeah. I think there was something I think I saw on the news, on the local news here in New York. It was some black dude. He took his I think it was a year old baby and threw the baby from a higher floor inside the Mall of America in Minnesota, and he just threw the baby to his death, way from up there. He was like on one of the upper floors, where you could look down. And I said, Lord have mercy. I said, man, what was on his mind? You know?
Destruction.
Yeah, that was sad, man. I'm like, jeez, you
It's
know?
getting worse
Yeah, it is getting
because
worse. And I want to say something real quick, Art, if you allow me, my brother.
go ahead.
I'm the type of brother that, you know what I'm saying, when I see somebody getting discriminated or disrespected for no reason, if they don't have a voice, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna stand up for my brother or sister. You feel me? But today was one of the most disrespectful day for somebody who did not even deserve it. I don't know if y'all heard, but there was two police officers that were caught on the phone by a gentleman disrespecting Nipsey Hustle, saying that they need to get his stinking ass body out the floor because the floor is gonna start stinking, and they don't need a nigger to be stinking up the floor of what niggers already have done in the world. And they got these two cops on video and even on the phone recorded saying this. And I believe it was Nipsey Hussle's mom that called the LAPD to file a complaint. You know what they told her? Everybody got the freedom of speech to talk how they want. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's like this woman, this beautiful mother just lost a legend, her son. And then on top of that, his three brothers. Because remember, Nipsey Hussle was a legend. But let's not forget about the three brothers that also lost their lives with him. They
That's
also were
right.
humans. They had families, they had friends, they had wives, they had kids, they had people that cared about them. So, you know what? The fight is getting worse, just like our says. You know what it is? That they say serve and protect, but what they doing is serving and protecting each other. And that's why when JT and all the other brothers say, let's serve and protect our sisters, let's be the kings that we need to be so we can teach our kids. You know, I'm to the point right now, you know, my two kids,
Hmm.
they gonna learn. My 21-year-old, he already know martial arts. You know what I'm saying? I don't see my son breaking bones already. My 15-year
Mm.
old, he's already gonna be a martial arts, and he's gonna be put into training to defend himself and to make sure that nobody disrespects him and try him either. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm telling you. When JT or Tony or Art or myself or Gab Media, Sleep TV, and the sisters are doing what they doing to wake us up and especially be focused. Remember what you said, Muhammad's the one. We need
Mm.
to be prepared. We need to be
Right.
aware. We need to be focused. But let me say this, and I'm gonna say it, and JT and Muhammad is the one know what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna leave it at
Mm.
this. When is the right time? When?
Mm. Right.
Gonna
Right.
let we just gonna let these monsters that go from culture to culture like vultures and steal our knowledge and wisdom and make it theirs. It's time for us to stand on our own 10 toes. Believe me, because if we don't stand up, man, they're gonna ruin our own empire and our own culture. And I'll be damned. Our ancestors, our mothers, our great great grandmothers, our great great grandfathers, our kings, our queens, they all died for what they stood for and everything that they taught us. We just supposed to leave it in the dirt. My brothers and sisters, it's time to fucking wake up.
I'm
Now,
with you.
also, this is what I was talking about years ago. See, what
I'm
happens
listening.
is that you're pretty much deep from the Latin diaspora, correct?
Yeah,
Now,
but I grew up a lot with my
but,
Jamaican uncles and my father's black. So you know what I'm saying? I got all the cultures. That's why I represent
right.
all my cultures.
But this is my point. My point is that when we talked about this on the panel that you were on, where the people of African descent in Latin America, they had to be forced into culture in Latin America from Spaniards, and their first invaded language was Spanish, even before some of the slaves got here in America. So that was taking place for pretty much 500 years or so, yeah, more or less. Now, now they already have some kind of sense of they pretty much had to make lemonade out of lemons too over there, so to speak. Now they have to come over here and try to adjust another type of culture and language already. We're talking about your parents and grandparents. So now I had to come over here. Meaning, and this reason why I'm bringing that up is because this was one of my predictions, and you're living proof. You're going to have people that's deep in the Latin diaspora that's going to really start speaking knowledge of self to the so-called ADOS. And when that happens, there's no escape. But you know why it's not supposed to happen? Because it shuts. That's going to alone shut down the government. Because basically, when you're talking about expansion and being reunited with the cultures before you, because they said that it was more African presence in Latin America than it is in the Americas over here or the U.S. But once people start to understand that and know what's going on, that's when basically you're going to start having more of a huge, deep awakening. And I have a feeling that that's going to be really hard to stop.
I want to add something too. All right. I feel as though that we make white people comfortable, right? We don't
Mm-hmm.
we talk excuse my French, we talk shit to each other, but we don't talk that shit to them, right? So
You're right.
we'll go back and forth with each other, but we won't go back and forth with them. They say what they want about us. We do not do the same to them. Had we if we start calling them on their shit and call them out to their face for who they are, they'll think twice. If we're standing in line and they're behind us and they smell funky, we don't say let me back up because he stink. He smells. He really does stink. So let me back up. I'm just trying to. I'm just throwing something out there. We're very civilized, so of course we're not going to do that. But that doesn't mean that they don't stink when it's a rainy day and they smelling like baloney. So we don't do those things. So they always feel comfortable as though they're superior. But we have these things in our head, but we don't never tell them to their face. We don't tell them to their face who they are. How they tell us to our face who they think that they saying that we are, but we know who they are. So I think that, like they say, we need to grow a pair. So we need to start shining that light back on them and telling them to their face who they are. And I think once we start doing that, they will whimper down. And they say you shrink down to a ball. They will continuously shrink down to that ball. But we don't have the balls to do that to their face.
Yeah, because we're disassembled as a family,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the problem. And then now all of a sudden you got a newer generation that's coming from different countries trying to really, really get into that whole white concept.
Right.
They're really trying to do that, and it makes everybody look bad. That's why we got this big division right now with the whole Yvette Carnell and what's the other dude's name? Antonio Moore.
Oh, yeah, more, yeah.
I mean, God bless them on whatever they're trying to do. But the problem is, some people that don't apply to that crime is they getting hit too.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go on mute, but I'm gonna come back because
Okay, okay, nice.
okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna come
No,
back.
that was a good point. That was a good point. She made no. She made a good point. She made a good point. She made a damn good point.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. You know.
But that's
But
huge though.
Yeah.
yeah, but I think that there are some of us is doing that, but it's not enough.
Hmm.
It's not enough. It's not. I agree. It's not enough.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we had it really good in the late '60s and pretty much all the '70s.
Yeah.
Hmm.
People were really coming together and finding their roots and things like that. I mean, if you
Hmm.
listen to because you guys go over the music a lot, that music is living proof. But the main issue now is they got to keep the family separated within
Right.
the ADOS and the African Latino diaspora. As long as they
For
keep the
sure.
separation, everybody else make money.
For
You know,
sure.
and
For sure.
if you don't know who you are, man, I'm telling you, everyone. Put it this way: when I have conversations with people from the Latin diaspora, no matter where they are, and I start breaking down the history that I do know, I'm automatically a friend. That people don't
Hmm.
understand that. I'm automatically exchanging numbers, and I
Hmm.
don't know these people from Adam, but
Right.
reciting some of the stuff I got from J. Rogers, Man, God, and
Hmm.
Civilization. Hell, just pull and
Hmm.
open a map and start talking about different parts of the countries.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Hmm.
but at the same time, loving my people here. You know,
Right.
instead of
Right.
doing either or, why not take it all?
I think that's it.
Take it all,
Right.
flourish it. Because I'm telling you, there's a hey Loso. Have you heard of Cuban Crisis, Malik?
Yes, sir.
I talk to him a lot. That's why he's frustrated because he feels that he's getting attacked a lot because he's getting it from both sides. because he talks just like you. And I'm trying to convince him that people need to hear your message.
Right.
Mm.
But that's the thing. When you have more of that, then people start. Of course, you're gonna get some ignorant people, some haters, and all that. But you're gonna get more of people that's gonna start poking in and saying, "Damn, really? Is he really? Is he serious?" Because
Mm-hmm.
we keep hearing the other people that keep saying, "I'm not black. I'm not black." Them the ones that we keep running into, but we're not running into the
Mm-hmm.
Losos and these other people. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is that these people need to start coming to the surface because basically there's a piece of us in Latin America that we just don't tap into
Right.
because the Spaniards were selling slaves to the United States
Yes.
until the 1700s, I believe.
Right.
After that, they start getting their own. They start going to Africa and getting their own. But we have that.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that people start speaking about it more because even though, don't get me wrong, I'm not totally against the whole ADOS concept
Mm-hmm.
because the only thing that's good about that is that you'll be able to have some kind of policy to take to the government.
Right.
That's what I see out of it. But I think it's being used to push the rest of your family members aside
Sure.
because
Sure.
let's just keep it real, man. If things go down the pike here, we need a place to stay, and I don't
Right.
think some of us may not be able to stay here. So
Right.
for sure, I know I got a place in Brazil.
Right.
Eventually, I'm going to have a place in Cuba. You know,
Right.
you gotta
Right.
have you gotta have places to go.
Right.
Build
Right.
build some kind of a connection somewhere.
Right.
Cause,
Right.
'cause
Right.
say if you did run and you start going these places, they're gonna be like, "Hey, man, I don't know you." I mean, we're gonna
Uh-huh.
keep it real.
Right. Right. Yeah, can't hide here.
Exactly. You gonna have to stay over there, fam. I don't know you, dude. You don't even speak
Mm,
Spanish. Who are
right.
you?
Yeah, and see, that's one of the reasons that art that I would have been around when it was because we had me. It was me. Mom is the one. Even Loso. Loso, I want you to get into it. We were talking about I was developing African dialect all around the world, and we was having these conversations.
Yeah, man. This is very key, man. I mean, let's even talk about Santana, man.
Right.
Carlos, he's from Guadalajara, but he still recognized his African roots.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I'm
Every
just like,
time, every time somebody asks me or my son, and you know what? When I say this, a lot of my brothers know what I mean by this. Even a police officer, yes, so-called protect the law, so-called, oh, he cares about us. When they get up in my face and I put my grill all up in their grill too, and they ask me who you think you are, you know what's my answer to them?
Mm.
I'm a Malcolm X motivator. I'm a Malcolm X director. My brain and my mind and my thoughts is a Malcolm X movement. When they hear me
Right.
talk like that, they don't hear me saying, oh, I want to sell drugs to be big. I want to kill my own brothers and sisters. I want to disrespect my sisters. I want to go ahead and give diseases. No, I stand up to a police officer. I'm going to tell y'all something. I saw two of my uncles, my Jamaican uncles, get killed right in front of me when I was a little kid by police officers. And I remember what that police officer told me. That police officer told me, fuck you niggers. You niggas will never live or survive. Where we at? This is our home. So you know what? I just want to tell my sisters and even my brothers, fuck the police. Fuck the government. I ain't afraid of them people. You know why I'm not afraid? Because you're gonna die one day. Everybody's gotta die one day. You understand what I'm saying? You're not here forever. So just like Malcolm X says, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. If you slap
Mm-hmm.
me on my cheek, don't think I'm gonna turn the other cheek and let you hit me. Oh, if you throw a rock, I'm gonna throw five back at you. You see, you have to be able to have that type of defensive mode. I'm gonna tell you something. When real Muslim brothers like the Black Panthers and a lot of parties from, what I'm saying, the black organizations that I'm so proud that we had, stood up for each other, stood up for their communities, and stood up for their brothers and sisters and their queens, husbands and wives. You saw how afraid the government was. They had to collaborate and incorporate the CIA, the FBI, the COINTELPRO, and other corrupted parties to destroy what the nations were doing. What the nations were doing, they were creating education. They were teaching their kids how to defend themselves. They were creating schools. They were creating parks. They were even growing their own crafts and food because
Mm-hmm.
they knew that the government was trying to kill them one by one. We
Mm-hmm.
understand this. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
when I talk to a lot of my Latin brothers and I see that I'm talking to a Latin brother that got no common sense, all right, you know what I do? I let God deal with them because that's a brother that doesn't want to be saved.
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to do? Jump over the cliff when I already told you so many different times? Come to your brother. If you need your brother, I will be here for you. But don't think because you see me fighting that you're just gonna stand back and watch me and my brothers die while you take advantage and benefit from me. Nah, bro, kick rocks. I want to be around brothers and sisters that stand up for something, that stand up for their kids, that stand up for their ancestors, that stand up for the rights of the black man, the black woman, and the real Latin man and the real Latin woman. If you're not about that, it was nice to meet you. The fuck out my face.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about doing today, Art. I hope that you're around about Saturday afternoon. I said about 6. I said about 8. So that makes 5 your time. I'm really seriously thinking about doing African dialect, what we talk about right now, part 3. I think it needs to be said. I think we gotta work. We gotta talk about, talk about what you was talking about. What we talking about. If we get on, if we get into trouble like race, which places that we had to learn to talk the dialect, how travel and stuff, because we gotta have those conversations. How do you feel about it if you're around? Because I know you're a busy man.
Yeah, I got a little time because the missus going to bed. She's too
Can,
tired to bug me.
can I? Can I add something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, here in this world, it's pretty much we're dealing with survival of the fittest here. It's always going to be survival of the fittest, no matter which way you slice it. So we have to understand that because we have a tendency to think that someone's going to give us something, and 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 this world, it's not. So it's kind of like, remember that cartoon? I don't know if you remember, guys, Pinky and the Brain. Like
Yeah,
every day he woke up every morning because he wanted to take over the world, right?
and never
Mhm.
do.
Right.
And every day was another day to take over that world, correct?
Yeah.
So we have to understand that we just live in a world that every day the mission is to keep us at bay, right where we at, right?
Mhm.
So it's up for us to get it together. It's up to us to educate, build, unite. Those are our leading principles. We have to do that. Our our life pretty much depends on it.
That's key.
And
Hey,
those,
That's
all right,
key.
yeah,
all right, all
exactly.
right. And can I say something, sis? Let me just say this, and I want to say this to my brothers. And brothers, please pay attention, because I was stubborn like this at one point in time. I'm not saying that none of my brothers here are stubborn, but you know what? I want to say this to my brothers. If you see that a queen or a sister is putting you in your shit and is putting you on check because she cares and loves about you, Pay attention to that queen, brothers. Pay attention to 'em.
this is the, but yeah, we do. And I'm glad you brought it up, but see, this is the problem, right?
This is
Yeah,
why. That's why they come to JT.
huh?
Okay, this is the reason why they come to JT's panel. Or
That's
channel.
right. That's right. And I believe that. That's right. We
I'm
so
brother.
stubborn. We so stubborn at times, man. We don't. You know what? We so angry at the world sometimes. We so ignorant sometimes, and it's bliss. Ignorance is bliss. And every time there's a good woman out there that just wants to tell her brother, look, you can't do this on your own. You need to chill out. Start reading books. Start getting your mind. Start being more intellectual. Start being more intelligent. Start being more superb. And start putting yourself down like you ain't worth nothing. There's more sisters like that that we need today. Whenever she sees a brother slipping or a brother down, to bring him up and put him in his place. We need more sisters like that on an everyday basis. We need queens like that. You know why? Because queens are our backbones. Without our real queens, we won't make it from here to the corner, fellas. And I really mean what I'm saying.
Yeah, break it
Mm-hmm.
down. Break that down with the ISIS, the ISIS, and excuse me, the Offset and Asar story when she had to go find his pieces. Because I know you know that one.
You know
When
what? Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Set his I think I was supposed to be his brother, cut him up and put him in different parts of the world, and she went on to search for all this different pieces of him and put them back together, and then
Mm-hmm.
she I guess she created a penis herself and then turned into a bird and landed
Right.
on it and gave birth to
Right.
Heru. So
Mm-hmm.
what Loso has just described is what she has done according to that story. She
Hmm.
put the black man
Mm-hmm.
together
Mm-hmm.
and created something great that saved the world, which was Heru.
Right.
Right.
So it was just
Right.
more of
But
a little
but
caveat to follow
yeah,
what you were saying.
but see, this is the thing that I know some people on the low they criticize me. There are some people say, you know, you be having too many sisters on here, or and I really don't because it's up to the sisters to come on the panel. I could invite you if you don't want to get on. You don't have to get on. No problem. But I feel that it has to, you know, what I'm looking for. I want sisters to come in to feel comfortable, but at the same time, us as black men got to feel up. I mean, we have to know that we in alignment too. And I think that it's not enough. Sad thing about it, it's not enough Naimas out there that is willing to challenge us constructively, that want the best. Like I believe in you, despite how society is. It's not enough. It's not enough. Queens is willing to do that. And then when I say that, you coming after Queen. No, I'm seeing for what it is. Because at the end of the day, the only way that our family got to get back together, it's got to be up to the black men and the black woman. There's no ifs and buts about it. We got to put it together, but at the same time, both of us got to be in alignment. And for me, that's all I want. And I think that sometimes the conversations go here, some kids go there. Oh, you don't talk to me like that because I'm a queen. You don't supposed to say something. Oh, I'm brother. I'm this and that. You don't supposed to say something to me. Nah, what's right is right, wrong, wrong. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like we let society define who we are. And I said it last night too. And also we let them control our narrative. We let them control what we created. And then I think that's a danger that if we don't see for what it is, and sometimes have conversations about it, and I'm saying to be truthful about it, we're still going to be on this vicious racist twirl that we have been going through for centuries.
Yeah, the fact that people like sisters like a Naima and a Reigning Woman, all they got to do is be who they are,
Mhm.
and that makes a man feel like a man.
Right,
They don't even have to say you're a good man. They
right,
can just be who they are, and that gravitational pull will pull that masculine energy out of him, so he can be able to be who he is. I mean, that's why they do come in these male spaces. They probably don't even know that they're doing it, but it does attract them. It does bring them. I mean, she can correct me if I'm wrong if that's not the case. Any of the sisters that are out there, and that's the thing is that that's your validation as a man for them to want to be around the spaces.
right.
I mean, to keep it real, a
Mhm.
lot of women that are really comfortable in their femininity, they don't want to be around an anti-male or they don't put it this way, they don't want to be around a guy that's not a real man or a woman that speaks against real men
Right.
for the most part, especially if they're comfortable. So I recognize that and I acknowledge it.
Right.
And them the people that I would fight for, that I would speak up for without any hesitation. So, to each his own, but kind of appeal to some of the stuff that Loso was saying is that any kind of feminine energy that is helpful and healthy, you got to do what you can to keep that around.
Yeah. Whatever it takes.
Yep. Matter of fact, that was my New Year's resolution, I believe, to put the queen back on the throne. Once she has established her queenhood, you got to pull that Shaka Zulu out.
Yeah.
Come, mother, sit on your throne.
Hey.
You know, I mean, that's how it has to be.
Mhm.
But
I want to
Yeah.
say, God bless Akon for being the motivational speaker that he is. I follow Akon a lot. Akon has taught me a lot. Akon is really from Africa. Akon always had dreams. He always said, you know what, I'm going to come to the United States. I'm going to help my mom. I'm going to help my family. But when he got to the United States, he said, "Oh, this ain't what I thought it would be. I thought America was the land of the free, with no racism, with none of this, with none of that." Akon had to struggle for a long time to get to the spot where he's at. And what Akon was saying in the video, because he was in a press conference in Africa, Akon helped 800 million Africans and Indians and everybody from that expansion between Africa, Indonesia, and in the west part of Africa, gave them light, is fixing their homes, and he's doing other things within the government itself to help more of his people. Now Akon is being targeted by the United States and even the rebels in Africa because of what he wants to do. But he made a great point. He said, I can't believe that my American brothers and sisters think that Africa is a dangerous communist third world country. If you separate the goodness that we have in Africa, the people that are in the United States will see how great Africa and how great the African people, the African culture, and the African nation is. But the American brother and sister lets the government rule them because they will talk that way. They will branch that way. But Akon said, if you are to get out of this government's mentality and way of thinking, and if you start practicing the real culture of your African ancestors and where you really come from, then you start to understand that the true enemy is the one that you call home. It's the one that you said that it's the land of the free. It's the one that you say, thank you for protecting me and my family. Do you know that 75 to 85% of rappers that say that they own their homes and own their cars in the United States don't? You know why? Because Akon knows 85% of them. Akon even said it. Most of the time when I used to finish my videos with most of these rappers, I used to get on my car. You know what they used to get on? They had to call Uber to get home.
Mm.
So you see, now that Akon is embracing the fact and he's telling our brothers and sisters here, y'all need to wake up. Africa is not what the Americans make it out to be. And if you believe America and everything that they say about Africa, then you won't believe that America for more than 2,000 years, they go to everybody's country, they steal their culture, they steal everything that they have learned, and they make it their own. Man, I'm telling you, this brother is a great leader, just like Nipsey Hussle. But you know what? Akon don't get the respect that he deserves. And that shit pisses me off because this is a brother that is really doing something like Nipsey. But you know what? Let me say this, and I'm going to end it with this. It took Nipsey Hussle to die for people to see what was going on. Is it going to happen to Akon too? I mean, come on now, y'all. It's like I said, when is the right time? When?
Well, I'm gonna say this that also we got nobody. I ain't gonna say nobody like deal with. I'm gonna say some. Our brothers and sisters that come from different places, they come in this country, they start adopting of this oppressed system policies. And then what do we know what this oppressed system in this country? They use them, throw them away, then another crop come up. All I'm saying, we gotta see for what it is at times. And so now when people talk about fight for reparations, ADS, whatever, now they want us to be on. Now they want to be on our side. But once upon a time, you with the white people and the other nationalities, you call us niggers.
Hey, I'm JT. Before you say anything, you know what they call that? They call that jumping on the bandwagon. That's what they call that, jumping on the bandwagon.
Well, I don't know if you guys had heard today. Um, it came across the wire that the black students at Georgetown University are getting up money for reparations through the College of Georgetown, but then Georgetown will raise the tuition by another, like, I don't know, $100 or whatever. But these kids, I saw it on Willie D's channel, Willie D Live, and he said these black kids are putting together a reparations package. So it would in turn it would cost a little more to go to Georgetown, but if it wasn't for them, those schools would be closed. So these kids are working on. So y'all can research it if y'all want to. They were getting up this money for reparations. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but because they said that Georgetown University was instrumental in the slave movement too. So I was like, wow.
Yeah, they
And
were.
that's one of them it's one of them Jesuit schools, you know what I mean? So yeah.
I think the reparations thing when it comes to college, I think what adds another layer to it is when they start paying for people to go into these colleges and getting and paying for grades. That
Right.
money, that some of that money should be going towards reparations too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also, um, Dr. Carl Anderson has been at this over 50 years. And the one thing that he was like breaking it down and you know, and I think a lot of us do not. A lot of us keep on forgetting about this. That the Native Indians had enslaved us for almost 80 years. And what he was talking about like the 1830s treaty, way, and then coming to 1865, how they was getting money,
With
and
the
we
Dawes
didn't,
Act, right?
huh?
The Dawes Act.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And we don't like talking about it, but it's true. And he says the only way that this gonna stick, we have to change the language. And I think that when you do when you had conversations, like when you try to do things, it's gotta be all of us in one narrative. And I feel that sometimes we over here, we over there, but the ones that enslave us, they getting served proper reparations. And it's true, it's facts. And we don't like talking about it because some of us as a people, we think about this rainbow coalition. But but the ones that enslave us, they getting reparations like that. And when we still fight for it for centuries.
They also phased the black Indian out too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And the black Indians at the time when they was enslaved, they didn't have no citizenship. They ain't have nowhere to go. So
Hmm.
let's talk about the Indians that enslaved us. That in the 1930s they become $5 Indians. And it's so for me, we have to take it back. And then, so I told people all the time, say, what you think about the Indians? What about the Indians? They enslave us. They get money, they get almost every other year.
I think, JT, I think what will cause the world to turn and look at us if we, since we talk about Claude Anderson, is practicing that powernomics. And I believe that if we, because right now, we all work and we getting, checks from, the white man and all those different kind of things. So okay, that's fine and great. At this moment, it is what it is. But if we take that money, if we start putting that money back into um, other black businesses, not quietly, just going about our day, getting our money, spending our money there, and not saying a word, just talking about it, here underground in meetings and different things, and just start uniting and doing that and minding our own business. They will turn the whole world, the whole world would turn and look at us and say, "Wait, hold up. Wait. What do you need from us for you guys to participate?" And by then, we're not really going to need them because once we get in the swing of those things and start putting that money back in and start building more, and it may not happen overnight, but it shall happen. And then I think, or we can start building that power, start building what we need, and realize, and we will soon realize that everyone will try to get in what we have.
Yeah.
And I think that, and for me, I believe in my soul that that can happen, but we have to start somewhere, and we have to start now. And I
You
think,
understand? Yeah.
yeah,
That's
and
what. Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, so I think we think that these things are unattainable, and that's not true. We just got to put our heads together. We are the smartest, we are the most intelligent beings on this earth. So
Yeah,
you
I
can't
understand.
tell me that we can't do nothing. We can do
No,
everything.
right. I understand, but let me explain myself. Okay. I'm not saying that we cannot do it. I'm not saying we can do it. We can. But my thing is this: that everything what you say is right, but at the same time, we don't really know the rest of the history, what really happened. We just want to go about 20 or 25, 30 years back. No, we got to go way back to understand what's going on and then act on it. And I think that that's why, like some of us as a people, we have these twirling mindsets, and
Yeah.
that's what like for me, I'm imperfect like everybody else, but why I know certain things about a history because I go in depth with it, and at the same time I understand that our ancestors had paid the price and stuff like that, and even like former scholars, and so for me, history to me is very important, and so you're right, we gotta act on it. I'm with you, and I'm with you totally. But I feel that sometimes us as a people, we do not want to go in debt of our history because you know what they say, it's ancient. It's ancient. And we cannot learn from that. But at the same time, we losing out of some fruits that we could learn from it and then we could apply it today and mobilize. And that's why sometimes some of our conversations it's like a washing machine. It keep on turning and turning, and then when it stops, you hope that your clothes is done, that is washed right. But it is, but it's not. You got to put some more and keep on turning, keep on turning, keep on turning. When is the time that okay, these are a few points we going to stop, and then we going to act on this. That's what I'm at. That's what I'm at right now. There's no doubt about it. We are the most intelligent people in the world. There's no doubt about that. We the most resilient people in this world. There's no doubt about that. And I'm in alignment with that. But when are we going to really understand what's going on in this oppressed system? And some of us think we do, but some of us we don't want to go. We don't want to go in the depths of it. And sometimes that it causes a problem.
You know what? Now that you say that, JT, I want to pay my respects to a woman that was smarter, maybe than any man that has walked this planet Earth. She was brave, and she was a leader. She was a guidance. Harriet Tiltman. Do you know that her and most of the brothers that were around her, they built underground tunnels that the government did not know anything about. And they built these tunnels within all the way from Mississippi all the way to Canada. The first free slave sisters and brothers that escaped from all them tunnels, they all headed towards Canada. And Harriet Tubman was the first leader at her time to go through these tunnels and save more than 70 than her people. So I do agree with JT. If she did it, we can definitely do it. When I hear her story, it gives me tears and it gives me joy, but it also gives me a lot of pain because look how powerful and intelligent and so righteous but powerful this sister was. And it's kind of funny how I like to sit down with brothers and sisters and people that so call themselves intellectual, and when I ask them about this amazing women, they don't know who the hell I'm talking about. That's why I be saying, you know what? It's good to listen to people, and it's good to, you know what I'm saying, to vibe with people that have the same vibe with you. But it's a shame when you want to sit down with somebody and have a real deep conversation and communication about what we should do as brothers and sisters to escape this oppression that we're going through. They rather just walk away and say, "Oh, I don't want nothing to do with that because that didn't happen when I was born." That's the mentality of today. And it hurts because I don't want my kids and I don't want my family to think like that. Just like Brother Muhammad said, if we're not ready or prepared, man, let's get ready for the worst because it's going to happen.
Yeah, and that's what like Naima, that's what my channel is about. It's all about finding solutions and work together. And and so and I take pride in that. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say me. The people. That part that I said that's family. That's what we doing. We have discussions like this. We sometimes, like I said, it gets tense. But at the end of the day, we still as family. And I recommend to have these conversations. You know, just like Art was talking about the Afrocentric of our history, talking about the nature part between the black man and the black woman. Why we don't talk more about that? It really. So to me, sometimes that I see people. And again, I'm not trying to say that I know everything because I'm still learning like everybody else. So I'm throwing it out there. So any outside trying to come at me, don't even come at me like that. It's not what I'm talking about. Okay. We don't talk about issues like what you talking about, Naima. We talk about here, and we try ourselves to find solutions. And I'm happy that we had these discussions like that. And I hope that you come back because we consider you part, the Dawkins family. And for me, it's like we gotta have these conversations. And this, for me, it's like, what's the sense? I'm halfway open the door, but I don't want you to come in. It doesn't make no sense. I'm gonna slam the door in your face anyway. And that's how some of these conversations is at times. And for me personally, I get frustrated because some of our people want to slam the door on it. Oh, he don't know what he talking about. She don't know what she talking about. We going to stick to here. No, I don't want to stick to here no more because I already know what's there already. And that's our problem.
Yeah, and I think that everyone, even when we all have different game plans, like you have Brother Cerulean with his Faulkner plan, then you have Gab. Has a plan too, how he want to deal with his people. JT, you have your plan, and I believe that we need to get with those people who have our best interests at heart. Not and everyone else who wants to pick apart or be on, the petty BS that they on, who wants to go against the grain to break. To me, like I said before, I don't like that breaking down person. Oh, you did this in your past, so I don't really care what you've done to this point in your growth. I don't like that. That's unfair to do
Yeah,
that
I
to
agree on
to
that.
do that to a person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I'm speaking for, and they do that to other people who've gone through, who've been in prison or whatever. I've never been in prison like that, but I hear them shame the men on here about their past, prison, or how they talk about the men and
Yeah.
the Pookie and Ray Rays and all that nonsense that has nothing to do with nothing. And that separation is never going to get us anywhere. And I don't like that, because when you come to the table, everyone comes to the table with their experiences, whether they have some, whether they don't, whether they had these these past indiscretions. Like we definitely, we have to stop that, especially now that we've older, because we were children once, and now we're older, and we need to get this ball moving. We know what our ancestors have done, so now, since they passed that torch to us, now we have to do what we need to do with the resources that we have and the knowledge that we have. We have to build something from in which they gave us. So just like, and George Macon said that too. He said we can't look back at our ancestors forever. We have to say, what do we do in this time that we're living here? And yeah, George Macon said it best, because he wants to, we want to say, oh, George Macon did this, and in a sense, or so and so did that at this time. If we don't do nothing, we're going to have a whole generation of people who have done nothing.
Yeah,
And
I
we're going to
agree.
keep talking about our ancestors, what they done all these hundreds of years ago. What do we do What are we doing now so that our children can say, "Oh, this has happened in this time frame."
Right.
So we got to make some real strides.
I agree on that, and,
Yeah.
and also that the brothers even know I did status part 1, 2, and 3 to talk about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we let status get in the way for the betterment of our people. I did 3 parts, and and that's our problem. Sometimes we reach this certain pedestal. We figure like, oh yeah, we don't have to deal with the rest. But we don't see. That's what I respect the scholars in the past. They learn. They know how to simplify the message so we could get it. But I find out like some of our people that they said that they want to work with each other, but they don't. They want to stay in a certain group and they just want to get it. And everybody else, who cares? But I feel like this. We have a lot of hidden gems in our community. A lot of hidden gems that we could tap in right now. And we can mobilize. But you know, some of us, we don't want to do that. We don't. And to me, that angers me. How dare you gonna tell about the next person do not have the right to fight for our rights as human beings. How dare you? What are you bringing to the table? And it's so for me, like I always said, I'm a team player. I could be a leader. I'll lead. But I don't care. I'll be a team player for our community, for our people, wherever it takes. But see, these are the same ones, they don't want to roll up their sleeves. They want to be the chief. They want to be in the suit. But they do not have the knowledge, the urgency to fight for our rights. Like I always say, our people, one flag, our people, one flag. That's my concern. It's all one. It just for me, when us as a people understand that we in a crisis, yeah? We in a crisis. I don't care how much you make. I don't care how much you make or how many. How you don't have that much. It doesn't make a difference. We in a crisis. You look down on the person because the person don't have the economics or don't have the resources as you do. But you willing to give it, you willing to be at the devil's table eating from them? But the rest of us, you want us to take you seriously? Everybody could play a role, an important role to fight for our rights as melanin people. When I ain't mean to.
No, JT, you good. I just want to say this. Even though you know what I'm saying, I'm enjoying myself and doing what I'm doing, cause hey, we gotta live. I also do my research and my study. This is a young black brother. I don't know when this happened. I think it happened sometime shortly, like a couple of months ago, or about a year ago. The young brother right now is like 22 or 23. He got accused of kissing a 17-year-old white girl. A 17-year-old white girl. There was evidence and proof that he did not rape her. There was no penetration. There was no semen found. Nothing. The only thing that they had, you know what I'm saying, is that they took off from the party where they was at They went they went like inside of a little room for 5 minutes. This was recorded. The girl was being promiscuous. She was the one that was kissing him and everything. They had everything on the video. You see, he was going to be a football player, but I think he messed up his knee or something, or it's a ligament torment, something like that. So he went to school and he got his associates to be a journalist because he wanted to be a journalist. But the kid was found guilty. You know what they gave this kid?
40 years, something like that.
They gave him 12 years and they made him a sex offender for life.
Oh no. Oh
How
no.
how you gonna get look, the story is out there, my brother. I'm gonna do a video about this young man on Monday or on Tuesday. They arrested this young man for no reason when it was the girl's fault. She was the one that did everything and promiscuously was the one. You know what I'm saying? And he admitted it. Yeah, we kissed and everything. Here's the video, but I didn't do anything to her. Can you still believe, JT, they gave this young man 12 years?
What kind of lawyer he had?
A lawyer that wanted to put him in prison anyway, because just like Tupac says, it's a white man's world.
This
Huh?
is and this is the thing that I do not like. Like we try to tell our brothers, stay with your people. That's very important. You can't go over to the other side and thinking you're going to get a fair shake. It just don't work that way. And brothers gotta stop pushing and promoting these other brothers to go to the other side. We gotta stop that. We got, I know everyone have their opinion on these, on
Sis,
these
sis, I
situations.
feel where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from, sis. But it doesn't give the law to destroy this man's life for the rest of his life.
No, absolutely. There's nothing that can is unjust. We know that it's unjust. But when has it ever been fair for us? Never.
Never, never, never.
Never has
And
been
I
fair for
and I
us.
agree with you on that. Never.
It's and the fairness will come once we start making real strides. Then the fairness shall come. Until then, we in this white man's world with these white man rules.
Yeah. And so yeah. Yeah, Art, you want to get into it and Muhammad's the one? But
Yeah, I gotta get up early in the morning.
I
okay.
gotta get up. I gotta get up early too, guys. It's been
Okay,
lovely.
so
I have to.
Nahima and Art, make your last remarks, please.
You want to
Well,
go, brother Art?
No, ladies first.
sure. Go ahead. Or we can just keep trading.
My um my last remarks is just that we just have to keep building, keep building. Let's make some, talk about these issues, but make some real moves. And I think that YouTube is a platform to bridge that gap between for Generation X to the millennials,
Mhm.
because they do need that information. Because you'd be surprised, a lot of people don't know a lot of things, even myself. But I'm just speaking in general, especially the millennials, that they are unaware of the issues of today. They're just, or in the past, today in the past, they're just unaware because their generation, they're just used to kind of, assimilating. So they're with the togetherness, and that togetherness, with the we all the world kind of situation. They don't get us anywhere. So we have to separate that we are the world to what we need to do for ourselves. And once we, get to that level, then we can extend the hand if we choose to. But until that happens, until we get right for ourselves, there's no we. The only we of the world is we black folks get together, build, unite, let's grow, and and then it's make like I said, make some real moves. And that's all I have for tonight.
I hope you come back.
Of course, I will.
Okay, you can tell people about my channel too. That'd be real nice because I see how you work too. Just letting you know right now.
Okay, I,
They love that
thank
heat.
you for the
Every
taste
time
test.
you come, I see hearts come up and everything. I said, I don't know. I should give her a heart. I don't want to think I'm trying to be after her and everything. I'm just
No, no, I'm not going to think that. All right,
okay.
guys.
But thank you,
And I love my black people.
and and,
Love you too, Naima. Love you too.
and we
And you
love
have a
you.
good night.
And brother, she got it going on. I see the picture. Thumbs up. I'm just saying.
Okay, good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night,
All
sister. Good night. God bless.
You
right. All
too.
right.
Good night, Philly's finest.
All
Okay.
right. The professor for our community.
Well, hello everybody. Yeah, it's just say no to drugs and stay in school and don't be starting forest fires.
Right. Thank
So
you.
that's yeah, man. The
Smoky.
the cliche stuff.
Right.
Just some of the stuff we talking tonight is not rocket science. It's doable. Just got to take a little time to figure out what a 1 plus 1 equals 2. You got to be willing to put in that work to get your heaven and your success.
Mhm.
If you ain't putting in the work, and even if you got some kind of benefit from it, it don't really belong to you totally. You just by you getting rewarded based on your energy. Technically, you did put in the work. You earned that. So
Right.
I want to end off with that to make sure that whatever powers you have within, tap into it and try it on. You may like what you get.
Yeah.
And thanks, JT. Appreciate it.
I
And Muhammad's the
appreciate you.
one. Loso, brother Muhammad's the one. Naeem Buckner, my twin reigning woman.
Yeah.
I think the sister that was on the panel, I forgot her name.
Leanne. Deanne Irving.
Deanna, and I don't know if I'm missing anyone, but just appreciate being around the peoples. Let's keep it going.
Definitely. We definitely gonna keep it going. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, brother Art. Peace,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Peace be unto
Peace.
you.
And don't sleep sipping, okay?
I won't.
Good night,
Uh,
my brother. You have a good night and
good
God
night
bless
to
you.
you.
Okay.
Good night. God bless you guys too. And I will not be dreaming about simping either.
I'm just checking.
It can get contagious.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah, that's why I said it like that.
Yeah, because it's weird that simping and thirsty is like almost synonymous.
Yeah.
So got to quench your simping.
You ain't never
There you
lied, my
go.
brother. You ain't never lied.
Yeah.
There you
Got
go.
to
There you
give them a
go.
beverage. All
There you
right,
go.
fam. Y'all be
All right.
All
good.
right, family.
All
Be
Peace.
right.
good.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah. Okay.
My
Uh,
my last remarks.
not yet. Oh, you want to get off?
Yeah, I'm about to go to sleep, brother.
Okay. No. No. All right. All right. I'm gonna make my last remit. Let me say this now. Matter of fact, make your last remarks. Muhammad, real quick. Stay for a few, not for a few, but stay a few seconds. Loso, make your last remarks. Stay there, and then I make my announcement. Make it quick.
Okay. Thank you, JT. Again, much respect due to you, brother, for letting me on the panel. And I know I came late in the game, but
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
yeah, my bag on that one. But low show, it was good, trading ideas, trading dialogue with all of you, with
Always, my
Naima,
brother.
with
Always.
brother Art, and the other young lady, rating woman. And I didn't see the other lady that was here before me. So, but
Naima.
Yeah. Well, no, Naima. It was
Oh,
Naima.
you talking
Okay.
about
Okay.
Deanne Irving.
Yeah, I wasn't around when she was on, so yeah, that kind of like I didn't know. But anyway, with that said, thanks to everybody in the chat. I hope they engage, and let's just hope that our words and the words of wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding come to an understanding that we can put this plan forward. Because for me, brother, personally, it's time to stop talking and it's time to do. And we can do this safely, economic withdrawal, where nobody would get hurt if they're afraid of getting hurt. Because going back to what you guys said earlier about nobody wants to go dig deep back in the ancestral past, maybe because they see a lot of pain back there too, along with what our ancestors did. And a lot of our people are afraid to face that, as we so duly knew that night when you, Loso, and myself talked about the church burnings. Okay, so a lot of people just afraid to deal with that reality. But again, when you're afraid of something, you have to face it head on, because you can't run from it, you can't hide from it. You got to stare it down in the face and back that fear down. Back it down, because see, you know, we're tired of living like this. We got to come out of her, come out of America. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, "Come out of her, my people. Stop living this lifestyle. It's no good for us." As you can see, what it's doing to our black community. Because Loso, I'm not sure if I heard today or it was the other day during the departed brother Nipsey Hussle um, vigil. I heard there was some shots that rang out not too far from where that was being held at. And I'm saying, why? Why? But we know why, because it's the government that put these CIs back in the neighborhood to try to get information to get other people busted. We know what it is, okay? So it's not just black to black crime or gang on gang. All of that is orchestrated, brother. It's all orchestrated. But like I tell my people, keep your eyes open and ears to the ground. But when is going to be the time? Because listen, time is wasting right now. That clock right now, we're down by 5. We're in the fourth quarter, and there's 2.5 minutes left. What we going to do with the ball? All right, the ball's in our court. What are we going to do? Okay, so you got to handle it with that emergency in your mind. So I'm hoping, and JT's channel, big up to JT's channel, and Gab, they talk about these things. Information Man, I think he talks about these types of things too.
He stay sleep.
Yeah, She Stay Sleep. He's another one. He puts it out there, and you people should be listening to all these people I just named. I mean, yeah, we like to do things. We like sports. We like this, that. But there come a time when, like, even She Stay Sleep said, we got to put the meat and potatoes in now. Now what we going to do? You see? And we have to pay attention, my people. Please. I'm appealing to my people. Understand what's going down. Because these people are getting ready to do some real wicked stuff. You understand? So with that said, and before I say goodnight, let's get it on, man. And let's stop playing around. And have a good night, everybody.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's on you.
Yeah. Stay right there. Stay right there. Um. Only I can say this, that the people, that the ones that know so, and mom's the one named the channels. You know, only I can say that we just addition our community, and it's time for us to wake up. And what we have to do, and I know personally, all I talk for me is frustrating, and I'm just being nice because I had people that helped me prepare, develop topics, and we added, you know, we added at the panel. We added we add this too in the chat. But what I'm saying, there's nothing wrong saying that. But why it's gotta be the same ones? Why it's gotta be the same ones that had these conversations? Now we have new here and here, no doubt about it. I'm happy. And that's why one of the reasons, you know, that I handpicked. That's why I react a certain way lately. Just like men's talk. Just a few. Okay? So sooner or later, I might have to make a decision that is it worth to keep having men's talk? You know, every Friday. Is it? Because it's frustrating. I'm not worried about it, but you know, we doing, like I said, we want to be down with the popular people. We do. We like to be around the pizzazz. And it ain't all about me hating. It ain't all about anybody else hating. No. If we say that we love our people, if we say that we want to work with the black man or work with the black woman, why we don't extend ourselves doing it? Why we don't? And we need to ask that question to ourselves. There are times that me, Muhammad, also, sometimes some of the queens, we be having these conversations. You know, and the ones who kept on coming, you know who you are. You know who you are. So I'm not talking about you. But when are we gotta stop thinking that our conversation is sophisticated? When are we gonna have these conversations that is urgency and do something about it? Because the conversations that we talk about is not sexy. Sometimes it's depressing. Sometimes it makes us cry. Sometimes it get us angry. And sometimes we have to laugh it off so we can keep our sanity. All wrapped in one. Like I said, and we said in the chat, when enough is enough. And we want to come debate. I'm not debating. I'm not going to debate. So don't even come to this debate. No, it ain't all about debate. It's all about if you have knowledge, pass it on. If some of us don't get it, if you simplify it, and some of us don't get it, who do not want to get it, that's on them. But like Muhammad's the one, and also even Diane said this a few days ago, you know, we got to start from somewhere. And I'm just saying like this, the sisters want us brother to lead. We have to lead. They have to know that they are being, people don't want to be protected, not fight, not just fight, but to be protected, to understand what they, and also They have to understand the plight of a black. And we also, both of us have to understand that we have to work together. So that means we have to seek after like-minded. So I just want to do the work. That's all I want to do. If I get rewarded, okay, cool. I just want to do the work. I want to help know a lot of our people. I know I'm long-winded and I'm sorry, but I need to get it out. So 1 o'clock today, I will be chopping it up with Tony Smith from the Manosphere. And we're going to be chopping up on the Darkness Round Table. I got some other people that I'm going to get to in the near future. As you will see, the real Aaron Collins. Thanks for coming. Everybody else, thanks for coming. Lynn, thanks for coming.
JT, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, Diane, God, make it quick, please.
Happy birthday to the legend, Mr. Al Green, who turned 73 today. Happy
That's
birthday
right.
to the legend.
Yeah, that's right. Yo, Al, we got something coming.
April 13th, right, Loso?
Oh,
No, I'm the 14th. I'm tomorrow.
Oh,
Al Green is
okay.
today.
Oh man, I know
Okay.
somebody's birthday on the 13th, but I'm not even gonna say the name. God damn.
Yeah, so do I. So do I.
Huh?
Yeah, she lives in my building too. Yeah,
I don't even want to. Oh God, I don't even want to say her. Oh God.
yeah. Nah, she's a nice young lady.
No, not you. I'm talking about me. I don't even want to say. God.
Yeah. You funny.
God. Damn.
You funny.
Oh man, actually, you only met my birthday. Oh, go to hell. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. I just don't want to hear God. And my brother's birthday was yesterday. My younger brother.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right next to, oh God, what's he gonna give me? It's quite kicking your ass. You know, alone. I don't know you don't. Oh God, I gotta deal with this one. And Lord, so I know you there laughing. You don't laugh. Oh, I gotta deal with this.
I'm trying to hold it because my son is sleeping in his
Man,
in his bed, so I'm trying to hold it. I want to laugh so bad.
Family. You know I don't. Family. You know me. You know I keep you. It's my ex. Her birthday today. Oh God.
Oh.
She gonna cold blow my. Oh, you don't know me no more. No, I don't damn dog gonna know you no more. Shoot, I ain't seen you 7 years. Oh, yo, God, I don't go. Pray for me.
That's how the conversation went. Pray for me and all. Bumba Club. Wow.
Oh,
Damn.
Y'all supposed to help me, all right? I don't want to.
You know what? You know what? You know what, JT? We love you, and you know we got your back. But the way you said it, we had to laugh. Come on now.
It is. Yo, man. You told the Al Green birthday. See, yeah. Oh.
Even brother Muhammad was like, yeah, I know exactly who you talking about.
Uh-huh.
Early morning. Hey, how you birthday?
Oh boy.
I don't want to hear that jump, man.
Let me say something. Let me say something real quick. Hey man, Al Green looking good for 73, man. He looks sharp,
Yeah.
for real.
Al Green, no joke now. That's the rev right there. Rev right there. But before I get off again, I will be chopping it up so far with Tony Smith from the Manosphere. He gonna be on the Darkness Roundtable, 1 o'clock today, Eastern Time. So I want y'all. I most likely I will promote it early in the morning. So I want y'all to come chop it up. We gonna add. It's not gonna be like interview stats. No, it's not gonna be like that. But I want y'all to come. All right,
We'll
and we
be
gonna
there.
chop
We'll be
it
there.
up. You're gonna hear
I'll
stuff
be.
about Tony Smith, and we gonna do. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
I'll
So
be there in the chat, brother. I'll be there in the chat.
all right, yeah, that's gonna be a special guest, Tony Smith.
Right.
I want
I'll
everybody
be
to
there.
come down
I'll be there in the chat,
and
brother.
and Loso, man. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Loso out already. Wow, yeah,
Also
that's all
out.
right.
Yeah.
But thanks again, Muhammad the One,
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
and
Anytime.
thank y'all so much. Oh yeah, and thank you for the super chat, Brandon,
Nope.
and you. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate
No
that.
problem.
And
No problem, brother.
so on this one also, this is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn, I hit the wrong goddamn button. Oh, there it is. This is Ghettoast.
Peace.